Welcome to Frost County Stadium in Tiffin, Ohio, as the 2-1 Columbian Tornadoes host the undefeated Bishop Watterson Eagles in tonight's streaming matchup of the week on Heart of Ohio Sports. Good evening, everybody. My name is Dominic Helmstetter, and I've got a phenomenal team with me. I've got Greg Kinn on the keys. We've got Connor Roush on the cam, and coming from the A stream, we've got Tommy Hall. Welcome, Tommy.
Tom, it's nice to be on the call with you, pal. Nice to be up here in the Frost County press box without your darting eyes at me from staring daggers at me from the other side. We're here. Right. What a small world it is.
Absolutely.
And again, we brought the best around and area coverage.
You got it.
You can't get a better veteran crew than right here on the live X stream here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You got it. We've got a phenomenal matchup here coming, and you can see maybe in the left here we've got Tiffin Columbian. They're coming out. So tonight's pregame show, it's brought to you by Rogers Jewelers with homecoming season just around Rogers Flowers with homecoming season just around the corner. Make sure that you stop by Rogers Flowers in downtown Tiffin, Ohio for all of your flower and tuxedo needs. That's Rogers Flowers. All right, so we are minutes away from tonight's matchup. As I said, the Columbian football team, they just hopped out onto the field. So let's talk shop, Tommy. Last week, Tornadoes kept the momentum going, had a huge victory against the River Valley Vikings, picked it up 64-28. And, of course, that offense was led by Damian Brockington, who put up nearly 200 yards of rushing. He was our player of the game. Then we've got a top-tier opponent coming in tonight, the Bishop Watterson Eagles, okay? They took care of Bishop Reedy 28-7 last week. But my real question for you, Tommy, this Tornado defense, can they hold up against a bigger, deeper team that can punch back?
Oh, absolutely. But here's the bigger thing is we talk about that 64-28 victory over River Valley last Friday, which were the most points that Tiffin Columbian had scored since that game, 83-82 game against Shelby many years ago that we had the privilege of covering for the Advertiser Tribune. But, again, the maturation process of young quarterback Braden Roga this season, leading the SBC in passing in pretty much every category as well. He settled in pretty nicely, completing 45-75 passes for 638 yards and 7 touchdowns. And, man, what a wheelhouse of weapons this guy has to work with. And Jack Corper, top target, 18 catches for 282 yards. Brady Gooding leads the team with 4 touchdown receptions. And then you look at that Brogo-to-Brogo connection and his brother as well. So when you have to keep defenses humble with that passing game, you got guys like Brockington that you can hand the rock off to, who the beast. He's just been slashing opponents, and you don't want this one to turn into a shootout, Dom.
No.
The keys to tonight's game for the Scarat Mexican restaurant is you cannot allow this to turn into a shootout like you kind of did last week. Defense shored up in that second half to close out River Valley, but tonight against a very game Bishop Watterson team who comes in 3-0, they've outscored opponents 104-15 just in these first 3 games.
A lot of points.
So defense, they got to pack a lunch, put the hard hat on, and go to work. And, again, those are the keys of the game, brought to you by Scarat Mexican Restaurant right here in Tiffin, Ohio.
Scarat Mexican Restaurant, staple of the Tiffin community. Stop out, check out their new look menu, some delicious new items. I know I love the queso. It's excellent. Put it on some burritos. So get your friends together, get out there, and enjoy a special occasion right there in the Tiffin Mall. All right, so seconds away here. Bishop Watterson has elected to receive tonight. So we're going to get a chance to see their offense first. And I'm excited. They've got a pretty stellar offense. And I think this kid, Trayton Mercer, is somebody to watch.
Yeah, and this coach Brian Kennedy in his 6th campaign with this squad. As we are underway here at Frost County Stadium, kick goes out of bounds, I believe.
So that's going to set up Bishop Watterson with favorable field position to start the football game tonight. This is it's week 4 of high school football. It's exciting. Let's go.
Yeah, Bishop Watterson out in their white, gold helmets, burgundy outline. Tiffin Columbian sporting some new jerseys here tonight, Greg. Blue and gold lettering or numbers.
Yeah, they look better from up here than they did up close, I'll tell you that much.
Now, you know where these teams got these new jerseys at?
Heart of Ohio sports.
No, New Jersey.
We've got a comedian up here. That's what they do on the A stream. They got the jokes and the coverage. So here we go, looking for our first taste of action with tonight's matchup here. Bishop Watterson, they get the first crack, and of course, names to keep an eye on here. Their quarterback, Ryan Rudzinski, always willing to toss it around the yard here, the senior, and he fakes it, tucks it. He's flushed out left, and Tiffin defense wrestles him to the ground for a big loss on first down.
Columbian put 4 hands up front, able to put some pressure on him, but the blitz comes through, and Talib Al-Zakwani in on the tackle.
Excellent pursuit by the Columbian defense to stop Watterson there on first down, so it's going to bring up second and long.
Yeah, big loss.
That's an understatement, right? All right, so Rudzinski from the shotgun here. He's got a couple guys split out left and right. He's rolling to his right, looking for his man, number 27, Trout, who catches it and is going to be drug out of bounds, well short of the first down marker, and that'll bring up third and long.
And that's what you bring to the table when you have a defense that has the tenacity that TC has. They pin their ears back, they get after you, cause some havoc there on first down to where, again, you got a lot of yards to make up on second. Beautiful pitch and catch there, but not enough as it brings up a third down and distance. 14 to go here.
Yeah, so Bishop Watterson sitting on the 27-yard line. Long distance to go, so they're going to have to air it out here. 2 wide left. Short field on the right. Rudzinski, he's being flushed out to his left. He's looking long. He's going to be hit, and he's taken down. Another sack for this Tiffin Tornadoes defense. That'll do it. Yeah, it's not much of a first drive for the Eagles there as they go down 1, 2, 3, and Columbian gets the ball back.
And what a huge opening drive defensively for the Tornadoes, as we talked at the top of the program, Dom. This Bishop Watterson squad coming into tonight, outscoring opponents 104-15 through these first 3 games.
And somebody to keep an eye on, Corper, the punt returner here. He leads the league, 15 yards on punts, 25, and fair catch in the crowd, and he's going to get it around the 47-yard line. Favorable position for the Tornadoes, and this is the way you scripted it if you're Coach Judd Lutz.
Oh, absolutely. You win the field position, you win the field battle. You know, normally that equates to points, especially when you're talking high-caliber offense, and you want to draw first blood here in the first stanza of action as he got 10-24. Throughout the first quarter here, 0-0 from Frost County Stadium. Right here on the X Stream, Dom.
X Stream, that's right. I'm glad you got that right. No A Stream stuff tonight.
No.
We'll cut in every now and then. We got to give them some love. But anyways, here we go.
Some love for
Brockington. Straight up the middle, taken down, looks like just short of the first down marker, but a strong run for the junior running back.
You talk about a guy that you show a video on what arm tackling will do for you. Show him game film of Damian Brockington.
Exactly.
And they get
quick pitch and catch to Brockington. First down. He's still moving. He's up to the 30, taken out right around the 28-yard line. First down, Tornadoes.
And those receiving backs in today's game can definitely pay off dividends for you as Brockington, one heck of an athlete.
Yeah, a lot of guys can run the ball, but can you run it and catch it? A special guy, definitely. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Brockington tucks it under his arm right up the middle, picks up some solid yardage, taken down around the 21-yard line, and that'll bring up second and short for Tiffin Columbian.
Yeah, follow the hog mollies up front to the promised land.
Yeah, those hog mollies, they really beat up on River Valley last week, and they're picking up right where they left off. So here we go, 1st and 2nd and 2. And
Roga's going to take off.
He's going to be taken down. It looks like he might be just inches short, depending on the spot. We'll see what they give him. And it looks like it's going to be just shy of that first down marker. I don't see the chain gang moving, so 3rd and inches from the 18-yard line. I always love watching the Tiffin coaches on the sideline, Tommy. They signal their calls in there, and they've got some fun theatrics. Rogo, Kurtz, Corper, he's got it 20. He's going to be wrestled down right around that first down marker. See, Corper might have lost some yardage, so that could bring up 4th and short.
That's a tremendous
for the Tornadoes.
stand by Bishop Watterson after going 3 and out on the opening drive here tonight to answer back, especially as the Tornadoes started this drive with tremendous field position. Huge down and 4th and short here.
And Brockington's going to take it right up the middle, first down and more, as he's taken down right around the 10-yard line. First down, Tornadoes. Not much to analyze there. It's just brute football, Tommy.
42 times on
It's
42 times, 462 yards.
It's just
This
insane.
guy's averaging 8 or 9 yards per carry.
Oof. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 11. Brockington again, the hot hand. He brings it inside the 10-yard line, short gain. That'll bring up 2nd down for the Tornadoes.
You talk about 185 yards just last week.
It's amazing, isn't it?
For some guys, that's a good season.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just talking pregame. We said it felt like Brockington ran for 100, and then we looked at the stat sheet and we're like, felt like he ran for maybe 200. Just incredible. So here we go, 2nd and 8 from the 8-yard line. Fake
Roll
to
out.
Brockington, roll out to the left. Rogo's got his man. Corper just short. I don't know if they're going to give it to him. Touchdown. He got it just enough as he reached out. Touchdown, Jack Corper.
And what a tremendous opening drive as we take a look at that replay there. Corper right in the corner there.
Just short. I don't know if they're going to give it to him. Touchdown. He got it.
And
just
you can
enough
see he
as
just
reached
got
out.
the
Touchdown,
tip
Jack.
of that ball in there.
Touchdown, Tornadoes with 7:31 in the first quarter. They strike first.
Well, that's just about as perfect as an opening as you can ask for,
You betcha.
Dom. Your defense comes out, gets you a 3 and out. You get the punt. You start your drive from just about midfield, cap it off with a huge tutty, and the Tornadoes on top, 7-0 to begin this one.
That's exactly the way you want it. Big response. They had a great defensive stand. Their offense executed, took advantage of the short field, and they've got a 7-point lead here.
Once again, against a 3-0 squad coming into tonight in Bishop Watterson. When I first initially read this matchup on paper, I didn't realize that it was Columbus Bishop Watterson. I was like,
Yep.
oh boy, we're
see
talking
there.
like the same family of the Bishop Hartleys and all these different squads that you see at the private level down in Columbus. That
Eagles came in on the charter buses. Did you see those, Tommy?
yeah,
And you probably came with them too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
You got a
Style and profile.
That's right. Oh, that's exactly right. So the cheerleaders getting a workout early here as they've done some push-ups. They got the flags going here, and crowd's pretty excited as the home team is not disappointed at all.
Talk about home teams not disappointing over on the adrenaline stream right now. Gibsonburg on top of Calvert, 8-0.
That'll be
Nate
a good
Mullins
one.
and Zach Dillon's on the call on that one on the adrenaline stream.
That'll be a good one. A low kick, and they're going to let it go out of bounds. So that'll set up the Eagles pretty nicely for their second shot here on offense.
We'll bring up 1st down and 10 for the Eagles from the 35-yard line.
I'd like to thank some of our sponsors tonight. First National Bank of Sycamore. They are uniquely rooted in our communities, proudly serving their customers since 1919. They have locations in Sycamore, Tiffin, New Regal, McCutcheonsville, and they're a member of the FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. That's First National Bank of Sycamore. Thank you for your support. All right, here we go. 7:31 in the first quarter, and we're going to see Mercer take it off to the right side, pound it forward as he picks up about 7, and that's a good first run for the Eagles.
Brought down by number 5.
Saw an interesting stat from last week, Tommy. Mercer ran the ball 29 times. It seems like this team's just going to try to bludgeon you and slow that clock down. So here we go, first and short from the 42.
Sometimes the best defense is keeping the other squad off the field.
That's right. Good point. All right, fake it. Give it to
Runs
Mercer.
into
It's gonna
a
be
wall.
swallowed. Of course, sometimes the hog mollies on defense just take care of business.
Well, here on senior night, again, the hog mollies up front. You know, you talk about guys like Decker DeVore, 3-year letterman. You know, he's a chip off the old blocker. I saw his dad out there, Greg DeVore, walking him across the field.
Probably giving him some tips beforehand there. If you're a Tiffin fan, you gotta love when you hear that bell in the background because that's good news for the Tornadoes.
I think the one in the court garden's the one they like to hear the most, though.
3rd and 4 from the 41 for the Eagles here. Looking to respond after Tiffin put a touchdown up. Fake it.
You got to be quicker with
Ridzinski.
that.
Pressure, hits his man. That's number 22, Tommy Haley, who's going to be taken down short. And that's going to bring up 4th and short for the Eagles.
Yeah, if you're Ridzinski, again, if you're going to fake that handoff, you got to come out of that a lot quicker. You can't wait for that rollout to happen. You got to be quick with it, tuck it, then make your move if you're going to roll out.
Yeah, the defense, they were not fooled at all.
They
They
were
were
quick.
all over him, and they were smelling blood in the water. Here we go, 4th and short. Still on the Tiffin side of the field, 44-yard line, and it looks like Ridzinski's going to go straight up the middle, and it might be a fumble as there's a lot of yelling behind
So I
us
had
in the
to take
Columbian
another look at
coaches
that,
box.
see exactly what happened there.
Judd Lutz, who are you not entertained? Well, Judd, we are entertained. Columbian stops him again, and it's going to be first down Tiffin with great field position.
Yeah, just cough the ball up there as defense once again pinning the ears back, just metal on metal, testing the metal of this Eagle squad early on. It's just chaos down there in the trenches.
Yeah, Tommy, something I'm really surprised by is how much push this Columbian defense has been getting each and every play. They've really been putting pressure on Ridzinski. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 44 for the Tornadoes here, and it's going to be Brockington. He's going to take it off to the right
He
side.
follows his blockers.
Busts it, and he's gone. Brockington, touchdown, Tiffin Columbian. And the fans love to see that.
44-yard scamper
He's gonna
by
take it out
the
to the
beast,
right side.
Brockington,
Busts it,
to
and
give
he's gone.
another
Brockington,
score
touchdown,
for the
Tiffin
Tornadoes to
Columbian.
put this one up.
That's it.
13-0. Then in the extra point here, we'll get.
And that's going to be Brockington's 7th rushing touchdown of this young season. And we are only into the 4th game of this season. Incredible. Touchdown, Tiffin.
It's got a good ring to it.
It certainly does. Whew, man, that was just a quick response. I mean, we're talking 14 points in 2 minutes, Tommy.
It's like we talk about. Extra point is up and good.
Make that 14-0 Tiffin Columbian.
Yeah, this Columbian squad, they're not quick. They're sudden. They can just score on. They have instant offense, and that's what scares you the most. Is even in a down and distance situation, these guys could just slice you up because they're not afraid to run it. They're not afraid to go to their passing game, and that keeps defenses humbled. It keeps you. It keeps you at home. It keeps you in just zone coverage. I mean, there's just so many things that can go wrong for you if you allow Tiffin Columbian to establish the tempo early here.
And the scary thing is the 3rd running back on the depth chart, Keaston Seitz, he ran for 70 last week. So weapons everywhere.
Yeah, as we talk about senior night here, these Tornadoes lost some to graduation, but like we always talk about, Coach Judd Lutz, he doesn't rebuild, he just reloads.
Yep, that's right. He's always talking about the energy and trying to get those younger guys some experience. And you can see days like today that really pays off. So 14-0 from Tiffin, just like that. Tiffin Columbian they're in charge. Another low kick out of bounds, and the Eagles, not that it's mattered so far, but they'll pick up with some good field position.
And that's the thing here is you gifted this great field position. Columbian week 1, we saw a lot of mental miscues in that loss against Fremont Ross, and penalties, little things that are week 1 mistakes that they really cleaned up there, especially last week against River Valley. But again, old habits die hard. So just even on that kickoff, You're burying a team 2-possession score right here. And on that kick, now you're giving them great field position to start this drive, and you cannot come away with an empty possession here if you're Watterson.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for Bishop Watterson. Rosinski is going to pass it off to Mercer. He's going to take it off to that right side. He's going to be dropped after picking up about 2 yards on the rush. Mercer, the team's leading rusher, he's run the ball over 50 times the last 2 weeks, so he's been getting a lot of work, and I think the Tiffin defense knows it.
Yeah. And it's a hot night here in September.
Yeah,
the sweat is just pouring.
About 81 degrees here in Tiffin, Ohio. Thank you, Phillips Electric, for our weather report tonight.
Well, as Lou Holt said, you've never drowned. There's never been a person that's drowned in sweat.
There you go. Ridzinski deep, intercepted. And Columbian's got it. 45-50 there across midfield. They're still going 40-35. He's going to be pushed out of bounds right around the 33-yard line. And just like that, flip the script. And Columbian turnover again. That's going to be their 5th interception of the season.
That was Corfer's interception there. As you see him just take it away.
And Columbian's
returns it back, gets pushed out of bounds, and the Tornadoes will set up shop right around the 35-yard line.
Man, you were talking about gifting them, and the Eagles have just been gifting Tiffin with everything they want.
Yeah, opening drive by the Eagles, a 3-and-out. Then they turn the ball over on a fumble on their next drive after a Columbian score. Columbian score on the points off the turnover, and now here another shot after the turnover for the Tornadoes to continue to bury this Eagles squad here in the early onset.
Here we go, fake to Brockington, pitch out to looks like number 15 Caleb Alzaquani. He's going to be pushed out of bounds for a nice gain on 1st down. Might be a flag on the field, or is that just a piece of equipment?
That's a flag.
So might be coming back against Tiffin as the officials talk about it. Yep, it looks like it's coming back. Tiffin, they're going to lose 10 yards. And that'll push them back 1st and looks like 12 for the Tornadoes.
Self-inflicted.
Yeah, you talk about discipline, and those are the type of things that you got to keep under wraps. So here we go, another flag on the field. And the Eagles are pointing over to the Tiffin side, and Judd Lutz looks angry on the sideline. I wonder why. That's another one. Add another 5 yards for the Tornadoes. That'll bring up 1st and 17 for Tiffin. 2 penalties in a row, and I imagine they're just going to run it, see what kind of yardage they can pick. Now they're going all the way. Rogo, quick flip, Quarker.
Oh, and that one gets batted, and that could have ended disastrously.
Just defense just missed the interception. It was as it was 24 Zach Weber in the area. But as it stands, it'll be 2nd and long for Tiffin. So 2 penalties, a missed opportunity on the pitch and catch.
And the Eagles are showing up here. This is what they needed to do, especially at that disastrous turnover. Once again, when you're looking behind the 8 ball, especially down 14 points.
You got it. Rogo all the way right up the middle. He's got some space, 40, 35, 30. He's going to be taken down right around that 1st yard marker, and I think he's got enough for a 1st down. And Rogo, no, they're going to say his knee was down just short, so it'll be 3rd and 1, but a huge pickup by the quarterback, Braden Rogo.
Gee, 3rd and 1. I wonder if I'd give it to a guy who averages about 10 yards a carry.
I wonder if they have one of those on the team. We'll find out. Brockington up the middle, 1st down, Tiffin. There it is.
That's why you keep the feet moving, kids.
You got it. Drug 3 defenders with them, and fall forward, 1st down, Tiffin.
It's like I always say, even if you fall flat on your face, you're still moving forward.
You got it. So Tiffin picking up another big 1st down after some of those self-inflicted penalties that pushed them back. And they're in business right now as they sit on the 23-yard line. Rogo to Brockington off to the left side. Gets around 2, 3 defenders. Pushes 2 more defenders forward. 1st down, Tiffin. And looks like another flag on the field. And it's on Tiffin, their third penalty of this drive. This drive, that's right. And they not a widely penalized team this season. You said in the first week they had a few, but they really cleaned it up until the last 2 minutes, really. So here we go, 1st and 15. Rogo looking to pass. He's got some pressure. He's got Brockington, who's going to be hit behind the line and tackled for a loss.
That's a tremendous read there by Dominic Purcell, the defensive back, sniffing that one out as Watterson brought the pressure, had Rogo under pressure, dumps it off, and the defensive back comes down, covers for that linebacker that they blitzed.
And Tiffin, they'd run a similar play a couple times already this drive, so the Eagles, they were on it, and they've got 2nd and 15 from the 30. So here we go. Rogo looking to pass all the way. He's got his main man, Corper. And Corper, he's going to push his way up to about the 20-yard line, and it looks like they're going to stop him. They're giving progress at the 19-yard line, so that'll bring up 3rd and long for Tiffin.
And this is a 3-0 squad that they're going against here in Tiffin Columbian against Watterson. As I was about to say, I've seen historically Rogo with those wide receiver little bubble screens there. Sometimes they're a little underthrown, and against good teams, that's going to cost you down the line. So, I mean, that's still
there you go.
When you're driving with the momentum, coaches like Coach Judd Lutz and these penalties and stuff, they shoot you in the foot, even though, again, on the surface, you're driving in the red zone right now. But little things, do the little things right, the big things will happen. And Tiffin Columbian, like I said, after that week 1 loss, they've definitely responded in a way that is night and day compared to what was on the field on the last time I got to see this.
Exactly what you want to see from a mainly young team. Brockington, meanwhile, up the middle, and he's
got
another touchdown. Touchdown, Tiffin. Brockington picks up his 2nd rushing TD of the night, and it's now 20-0, Tiffin Columbian. Woo! They made quick work of that.
Yeah, as you see on your screen, Brockington making quick work of the defenders. You can't stand straight up and arm tackle this guy and expect good results.
Not at all.
Go for the pins.
So Brockington looks like it was an 8-yard TD rush. PAT low.
Blocked.
No good, so it'll remain 20-0.
Greg, can you pull that up and see if a defender got a hand on it?
20-0 Tiffin over Watterson here with 2:10 remaining in the first quarter of play.
Yep.
No good, so it'll remain 20-0.
Kick was low to begin with, but one of those defenders got a paw up. Nonetheless, Tiffin Columbian, just in the first quarter, cutting themselves a big old lead, 20-0. Here from Frost Cow now. And again, you're watching the X Stream here on Heart of Ohio Sports YouTube and on heartofohiosports.com. Tommy Hall and Dominic Helmstetter here on the call.
Been a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to take a moment to thank some of our sponsors here, Reno's Pizza and Pasta. It's home, and they've got some of the best pizza in Tiffin, such as their all-new MST Loaded Chicken Chunk Pizza. You get the best of both worlds with this one. 2 of the great local businesses teaming up for this fantastic creation. Toss it on there and thank young Johnny Reno for a fantastic pie. Reno's Pizza and Pasta.
It's kind of like having Braden Rogo and the Damian the Beast Brockington.
I know, right?
But on a pizza.
Oh, I love pizza. They had pizza up here this morning. Fantastic. So here we go. So the Eagles, they're going to power their way up. Flag on the field again, taken down around the 34-yard line. And we'll see what this one's for.
Tackle on the play by number 2, Keyshawn Seitz. There is a flag on the play.
And Tiffin, they already have 3 penalties, and this time it's on Bishop Watterson, so that'll push the Eagles' return back. And Tiffin Columbian, defense is right where they want to be, I think.
Yeah, never a good thing to have your shadow in your own, be in the shadow of your own goalpost.
Not at all.
As Bishop's going to walk this one back You talk about coming in on them chartered buses. I'm still waiting for them to get off. And
Yeah.
Watterson is buried early on here, trying to get something going, especially with this high-powered offense on paper.
37 a night, Tommy. That's no joke right there. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. It's going to be Rudzinski right up the middle. Gets by one tackler, taken down at the 23. Short gain, 2nd down for the Eagles.
A guy like Rudzinski, an athlete like him, he gives you a chance.
Senior quarterback listed at 6'2", 190. So he's got some wiggle to him. All right, here we go. 2nd and long for the Eagles. Right now they're trailing by 20 points. We got 2 split wide, and Rudzinski's going to toss it to Mercer.
Oh, my goodness!
Mercer's swallowed whole by the Tornadoes.
Mercer doesn't wiggle. He folds on that one. Goodness.
Oh, boy, did he fold as they lost 4 yards on that one. Yeah, the PA announcer didn't even bother singling out the Tornadoes. It's the whole defense getting in on the action tonight.
A sea of gold.
And there's the bell.
Poseidon
3rd and 11.
stream.
That's right. 3rd and 11 from the 19. Rudzinski, he's under pressure, flushed right. He's looking long. He's got a man, and he dropped it. Looks like he may have dropped it. Yeah, incomplete.
Oh, man, Rudzinski.
Yeah, the intended receiver, Cal Mangini, just could not hold on to it, Tommy. And they had the step, the yardage. Just couldn't keep his hands on it.
Yeah, Rudzinski gives you a chance trying to bring the paddles out to this drive, sends it downfield with just a drop pass. And again, the rule is you get a hand on it, you got to catch that. You had a chance right there.
Hit him square in the numbers.
And also give yourself a chance to change the complexion here early on, as we got 46 seconds left here in this first quarter.
So it's 4th and 11, and the Eagles are forced to punt it away after a dropped pass.
That's a nice punt.
Yeah, wobbly punt. It's going to be Corper at the midfield. He's going to be taken down, falling forward, and Tiffin Columbian will pick up at the 46-yard line.
And again, look where this drive starts, Dom. Columbian's had great field position to start drives all night, and that's the one thing he can't do is make it any easier for the Tornadoes to get within striking distance, because it'll be a long night for you.
Tiffin has not started a possession on the opposite side of the field yet tonight.
Wow.
That's a pretty good start to the game, and we're only 1 quarter into tonight's contest.
Still a lot of ball game left in these 48 minutes,
and
as Watterson's got to try to cut the deficit here.
You betcha. So 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line for Tiffin, and it's going to be Brockington right up the middle.
Oh, big 76 gets a hand on him.
That's a big boy right there.
Cole Rett, the senior defensive line, 6'6", 292 pounds.
I'm not going to mess with him, Tommy.
292, and that's just before breakfast.
2nd and 6 for the Tornadoes as they're looking to put some more points up on the board. And they may be content to let this one wind down, and that's exactly what's going to happen as the first quarter of play ends here from Tiffin, Ohio. And the Tornadoes they've got a nice 20-0 lead over Bishop Watterson.
We'll be right back right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, The Extreme.
Hey, this is Dominic Helmstetter, and you are watching high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
Welcome back to Frost County Stadium here in Tiffin, Ohio, as first quarter is come and gone with the Tornadoes have a nice 20-point lead. And they still have the football here, and they just tossed it to Corper and picked up 8 yards on the play.
Yep.
Now, of course, Tiffin, they're going to get the football back in the third quarter, too, so now's the time to really pile on here against the Eagles. Rogo is going to take it right up the middle, and he's still churning his legs. He's going to fall forward, and he's got enough for a first down, Tiffin.
Normally when you have a bell cow running back like Brockington, it kind of alleviates some of the heroics that your quarterback needs to do for you. But Rogo, he just always wants to get his nose in there and play.
He didn't want to be left out of the highlights there, Tommy. So first down on the legs of the dynamic Braden Rogo. And they're at the 35-yard line. Rogo looking to toss. He's got his man Corper. Corper hit immediately, going to be drugged down. Short gain. The Eagles are saying that they ripped the ball away, but the officials are saying nope.
What's our replay have to say about that, Greg? If you can pull that up. They reset here.
The Eagles are saying that they ripped the ball
man
away.
Down
on the field here.
Nope.
A Tiffin player.
To
slow to get up. It could be Jack Corper still on the ground.
As we take a second to check on that, we'll take a second to thank our sponsors, bringing you live high school football right here on Heart of Ohio Sports The Extreme. We want to thank Rogers Flowers, TPC Food Service, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, MST Sauce Company, Phillips Electric, Scarrat Mexican Restaurant, First National Bank of Sycamore, Steinman Sign and Graphic Inc., Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Reno's Pizza and Pasta, Sarah Risen, Century 21, Bolt and Tiffin, Embroidery and Craft by Busa, Buckeye IT, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Culligan Water, 5-Star Maintenance, Champs Barbershop, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, and the Advertiser Tribune, all proud community-minded sponsors bringing you Heart of Ohio sports high school action right here on the Extreme. As again, we're here live from Frost County Stadium. Dominic Helmstetter and Tommy Hall on the call for this one as Columbian leads 20-0.
And we thank every one of our sponsors very, very much for making this broadcast possible. We could not do it without you. And it appears the injury, here's what we can see from our vantage point. Corper was on the receiving end here. He was taken down by several defenders, very slow to get up, has not gotten up just yet. Coaches are out there, the training staff, they're out there checking on him. And now the medical staff is coming out just to make sure that the young man is okay.
Over on the dual stream, if you're looking for what Calvert's up to, on the adrenaline stream with Nate Mullins and Zach Dillon, you find Gibsonburg still on top, 8, but Calvert finally getting on the board, unable to convert on the extra point, trailing 8-6 in the early onset. Looks like 6:53 remaining in the second quarter of that one.
Quick first quarter update. Perkins over JFK right now, 3-0. Of course, we'll carry that game at the end of the season. Perkins, they're on top in the league standings right now, so that's a big one that Tiffin fans are watching. And River Valley, 14-7 over Clear Fork. And then just as you mentioned, Gibsonburg and Calvert. It's getting close.
Yeah,
it should be a fun one.
It's a great week of football, and we'll have the fallout this week from week 4 and get you set up for the next week as a Pulse podcast. Mondays at 8 p.m. here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't forget to catch that. As again, Nate Mullins and panel talk about all the current topics in local, national, and college sports. As next week we also prepare for
I was going to say, I feel like we have something going on before Monday, though, don't we, Tommy? That the Bears done this weekend?
Yeah, we'll have a tailgate party out there with the Browns backers.
Tommy's cooking. Looking around the league, Seneca East, they trail Upper Sandusky 13-7 in the second quarter. We will be traveling on the Extreme channel here at Heart of Ohio Sports. We'll be traveling to Seneca East next week as they take on Colonel Crawford.
Ooh, I don't envy that one.
That'll be a tough matchup for sure. So we're sitting here, Tiffin, Ohio, 11:15 in second quarter. Tiffin Columbian has a 20-0 lead over Bishop Watterson. Eagles from the Columbus area. Crowd very silent right now. All of the Columbian and Eagles football players down on a knee as they're watching intently to make sure that young Jack Corper, a dynamic receiver, returner, he's still down on the field being tended to by the medical staff. And we wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah, again, we'll try to keep you up to date with this. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break and see if we can get this action back underway.
Hey, this is Dominic Helmstetter, and you are watching high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
Like, follow, and subscribe to Heart of Ohio Sports on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. We're back in Frost Count Stadium. Tiffin leads 20-0 at the 11:15 marker here in the second quarter. And let's go down to Connor for an injury update.
So what we're looking here is just the medical staff around being precautious on the player down on the field.
It's a hot night out there.
And then for our weather report tonight, it is currently 78 degrees here, 6% chance of rain, and it is clear and sunny here.
Tommy,
Beautiful night for football down.
it absolutely is. Take me down into the huddle. Put your coach's hat on for a second here. You've got a big-time player on your football team. They're injured, and we've had some time off, which slows down some of your momentum here. What type of things are you going to say to your team, your players, to make sure that they are able to continue playing the type of football they played so far tonight?
I think you just put it back into the players' hands as far as being entrusted in each other. Now that we got the lead here, 20-0, we got to keep, all the players in our thoughts and in our prayers or what have you, to keep that positive energy out there. But at the same time, again, we want you got to kind of take it back and trust in each other, refocus, regroup, and go out there and finish the last 24 minutes of football. Well, we're still early in the first half here with 11:15 remaining here in the second quarter. But again, you got a full 48 minutes of football you got to play still. You're up 20-0 after a sensational first quarter of football. Here in the early onset of the second quarter, you got a scary moment that happens on the field for you. And again, you trust in each other.
Yeah.
You regroup, you refocus, and you just try to move on and get this one behind you and get the W, and then deal with what goes on
Yeah, you hear the crowd clapping in the background, giving the young man a round of applause. Corper, he's had one heck of a night tonight as he had a TD catch and an interception, so a dual threat. And we wish nothing but the best for Jack Corper.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to convey exactly, those moments onto the field because it is such a surreal moment because it is bigger than football. So, again, all of our best out to that young man as Tiffin Columbian. Again, they get to talk down there on the sideline from Coach Lutz. These guys are going to want to warm up.
And both teams going to their respective end zones, going to stretch a little bit, get loose after the lengthy layover.
We'll go ahead and we'll go to one more break, and then we'll bring this second quarter of action, 11:15, here from Frost County Stadium.
Hi there, folks. Greg Ken here, and you're locked in to high school football right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
Be sure to give us a like, follow, and subscribe to Heart of Ohio Sports on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter.
Welcome back to Tiffin, Ohio, here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Let's do a quick recap. Started off early in the first quarter. Jack Corper, 8-yard TD catch. Brockington, 44-yard TD run. And Corper gave it right back to his offense with a big interception. And Brockington finished it off, 8-yard TD run. And that's brought us up here to a 20-0 lead for Tiffin Tornadoes.
Yeah, nothing too fancy, just the Damian Brockington show on full display as Calvert has just taken over on Gibsonburg. As you see on the dual stream over there on the adrenaline stream, Calvert, huge touchdown reception to get Calvert back in this one and take over 12-6. That one live in Gibsonburg.
2nd and 8 from the 32 here for Tiffin. They toss it out, and they've got number 5, Jack Newlove, who's going to pick up the first down and be drugged down 18-yard line. And Tiffin continues to march. So Jack Newlove, the replacement here, I expect to hear his name a lot, this sophomore wide receiver for this Tornado squad. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Rogo hands it off to Brockington up the middle, and he's going to be taken down at the 10-yard line. And that's close to the first down marker for this Tiffin offense. Gonna come up just shy of the first down marker, so 2nd and inches for Tiffin as they look to put up more points as we're still very early here in the second quarter. Rogo to Brockington. Brockington forward. He's going to be drugged down. Hard hit, but it looks like he may have enough for the first down. We'll see how the spot turns out. It's going to be close.
Yeah, he runs into a wall in Cole Rhett.
He did.
We talked about him earlier, 6'6".
Senior behemoth. So because of that hard hit, it's going to be 3rd and short for Tiffin.
Brockington, he's chomping at the bit. Give me the rock.
There you go, first down, Tiffin. He hopped his way to enough yardage, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Tornadoes.
Brockington, He's
That's
throwing
a
it
huge
big.
first down
There
conversion
you go, first
after
down,
getting
Tiffin.
stopped in the backfield.
He hopped his way
Rockington
to
Converts, moves the chains as Columbian marches on.
So Tiffin's at the 7-yard line here, and Rogo is looking to pass. He's got his man, Rogo to Rogo. Touchdown, Tiffin. This time it is the other Rogo who's getting some love on the
And here you
airstream.
see that Brogo to Brogo connection for 6. And the Columbian continues to pour it on here. 9:33 remaining here in the second quarter as they line up for the extra point.
And they missed the PAT last time around, and they're just going straight up for this, so they have a chance to tack on another point, extend their lead. It's low, it's blocked, another blocked
What is going
PAT,
on?
so it'll remain 26-0 here with 9:33 remaining in the first half of play. Tiffin all over it tonight.
Yeah, tremendous on both sides of the ball. Special teams kind of ugly as a mud fence right now with those missed extra points. Not sure what's going on special teams there, but thus far, again, Columbian, it's all about field position that we talked about at the top of the program, Dom. They've had tremendous field position to start each one of their drives. And then even when, they hit a quick roadblock, losing a player, now they just regroup and they just continue to build on and continue to dominate throughout the first 24 minutes here of action.
And Bryce Rogo is a name that we haven't called much tonight, but he is a more than capable passing option for this Tiffin squad. So big points again, second week in a row from Tiffin, Ohio. And we're excited. Great football. There you go, high short kick, and the Eagles are going to have a chance to return it up 30, 35, 40. He's got some room, 50, and he could.
There's the light that the Eagles were looking for. Huge return.
Charlie Bernatis taking it all the way down to the 20-yard line, and you are right, Tommy. Huge return for the Eagles. Got some room.
Look at this.
And he could.
There's the light that the Eagles were looking for.
A huge return to start this one as Columbian went up another score over the Eagles.
But on that kick return, I wasn't touting the special teams. I was getting on them.
You brought
but
it
that
up.
was exactly what we saw there.
You were on cue, Tommy. Special teams has really been hurting Tiffin tonight. They missed 2 PATs and just gave up a 65-yard return.
And you're missing your special teams specialist.
Absolutely.
And a guy like Corper.
There you go. All right. So it's going to be Rudzinski right up the middle, taken down for a short gain. And you're right, Tommy. Special teams, you got Corper. He's out. And then you've had some troubles beyond that. You need all 3 phases to really make a run at it here.
Absolutely. And, again, that's what's going to carry you into the cold months
and that's
the football season, and that's the goal.
Yeah, you got it. That's the goal for Tiffin. Here we go. So it's going to go to Mercer right up the middle. And it appears that A.J. Makinich, the junior, he's in at quarterback now. Everyone else the same around him. And Makinich, he's out. And Rudzinski back in.
Maybe trying to do some kind of wildcat or some different formation. Get another runner involved.
And the vaunted third down bell as it's 3rd and 7 from the 15-yard line. And it's going to be Makinich.
He's big flag.
Pump fake, tosses it to Mercer. And as you said, Tommy, another flag on the field. We had 4 penalties in the first quarter. And here's our first of the second quarter. Wait and see who this one's on. Looks like it's on the Eagles. So what was a positive gain now will be pushed back, and they're going to have to do it all over again.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 11 from the 15.
And against this defense, that's a daunting task if you're Watterson.
Absolutely.
3rd and 5. got a chance.
Maybe.
3rd and 11.
Yeah, here we go. Fake to Mercer. Makinich right up the
Oh,
middle.
wide
He's got his
open.
man, and it's a touchdown, Eagles.
On an island by himself.
Number 87, not on our sheets. Touchdown, Eagles. Fake to Mercer.
Look at that.
Right up the
Oh,
middle.
wide
He's got his
open.
man, and it's a touchdown,
Zone
Eagles.
coverage
On
there
an
by
island
Tiffin
by
Columbian.
himself.
Allowed a
Number
little bit of a gap, a little bit of a window there for number 87 to become wide open there. And Watterson finally brings the paddles out to this one after playing dead for the first quarter of action.
And we were watching this kicker kick in the pregame and had quite the leg, but it doesn't matter if it gets blocked. So he got it up. Had some pressure there. So here we go, 26-7 as the Eagles get on the scoreboard here with 8 minutes in the first half.
Well, what a way for Watterson to respond after just getting pounded on here in the early onset. You know, again, you're down 26-7. You're talking about 8 minutes left before you even get out of the first half. And, you know, when you're getting beat down by an opponent like that and you're starting to let that huge lead slip away, one of those things that happen is in the second half, if you get down by 30 points, you got another person you're playing against, and that's the clock.
You got it.
You do not want to be facing a running clock, especially against Tiffin Columbian.
And Tiffin, they get the football back in the second half.
That's a good point, Dom.
Yeah, they start with it.
Watterson stops the bleeding here for a minute, brings the tourniquet out as Tiffin Columbian 26-7.
A little bit closer now.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what Tiffin does if they just try to run it right at the Eagles, try to bleed some of that clock. I don't know.
I don't know if that's possible, especially when you're eating so much yardage up.
There you go, Brockington with the return, and he's going to be hit by a couple defenders, taken down at the 18, and it's going to be a long field.
Take note of the return man.
Yeah,
Again,
Brockington.
not your normal kick returner.
And Brockington, he took the long way there as he was running into the field. So no real gain, but I think he ran 20 yards on it.
Brockington loves to pick up them blue-collar yards, I tell you.
A tough kid, tough runner. So it's this is going to be the longest drive of the night so far for Tiffin. Is they've got 81 yards to go if they want to put up some more points here before halftime. So Brockington off to the left spins and is going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Maybe a yard if it's favorable.
And you made a good point when we were off air on a commercial break talking about how Watterson really starts to open themselves up in the second half. They can make those adjustments, and we're already seeing a lot of those adjustments being made just here in the second quarter when we had that little bit of respite.
Absolutely.
Gives you a chance to get everything together, clear your head a little bit as Coach Brian Kennedy trying to get his squad and Bishop to the next level.
Rogo to, it looks like Al-Kawani going to be taken down at the line, 3rd and 10 for Tiffin.
Look at that. Huge down and distance situation created by the Eagles now.
Tommy, that was a phenomenal point there when you talk about halftime adjustments, and they had a mini halftime there with the injury on the field. You're right. Those adjustments gave them 7 points and closed that gap just a little bit.
Then here defensively, you're starting to see exactly what they're going to throw at you. You can start becoming a little bit more aggressive, but you got to put a lot of trust in that man coverage if you do that.
3rd and 10 from the 19. Rogo rolls to his left, tosses out to New Love. New Love tackled immediately. No gain. So that's going to bring up 4th and long for Tiffin, and they're going to have to punt the ball away. And if you're the Eagles, this is exactly what you want. You had a huge return last time, and you've got plenty of clock to possibly put up some more points.
Absolutely. Elliott Bauer, tremendous coverage that brings up this 4th down. Tornadoes forced to punt.
And so far, the key could be special teams here tonight, Tommy.
Well, again, you talk about padding on to this big lead here early on. Now is not the time to take your foot off the gas.
Low punt, and Eagles are just going to let it roll down to the 41-yard line. So Bishop Watterson, their offense, They're going to have about 60 yards to go to put up some more points. Make sure you stay tuned here, Heart of Ohio Sports, for our halftime show, as we're going to bring you all of tonight's action, take a look around for some local scores, and check into our A-stream, all right here at Heart of Ohio Sports, our Extreme station. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line, and it's Makinich looking to throw it. He's got his man, 27, Brandon Trout, and he's going to be taken down, but first he's going to pick up about 5. Oh, it looks like they're giving him about 7 yards on the play there, and Eagles get some positive yardage.
And what a thing it would be, especially for your confidence going into the locker room, if you're able to put some more points on this drive. Continue to come away with these drives where you end up with great field position to start.
Yep.
And it all started after that Columbian punt that landed around the 40.
There you go, Makinich. He's going to hand it off, and the Eagles are going to pound their way forward for a 1-yard gain, and it's Trayton Mercer with the carry.
Well, here's what happens, too. We knew coming into the night Bishop Watterson likes to run the ball. Well, when you're chasing a lead like this, Dom, you kind of become off kilter. It takes you out of your game plan because now you're starting to know, we still got a lot of game left, but you're going to be limited by how often you're going to be able to run that rock, and you got to get good yardage out of it.
Good point. 3rd and 2 from the 49-yard line. Makinich going deep, got his man, and it's going to be Ridzinski.
Huge reception.
Ridzinski by the shoelaces, desperately trying to get away, and he's going to be taken down at the 15-yard line. QB to QB. First down, Eagles.
Look at this huge reception to Ridzinski. Catches it, beats the man in coverage, and the defender there not letting go, as that one would have gone for more and found pay dirt as the Eagles now, they're starting to knock here.
I guess we've got our answer as to why Ridzinski's not playing quarterback right now.
We just missed him on the other side of the field.
He's catching footballs. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 16-yard line, 4:21 remaining in the first half of play, and they are knocking right now. So here we go. Makinich, quick pitch out to the right. He's got his man Trout. He's going to shake.
One man to beat is, man, what a tremendous stop.
Whew, great tackle by Brady Gooding. You're right.
Brady Gooding,
quick
he's so tremendous on the offensive side of things. Sometimes you forget that he's still making plays happen there on the defensive side of things. Huge stop.
That was a big one. That's a touchdown if he doesn't make that stop, Tommy.
No, again, that was one-on-one, mano-a-mano,
Sat down and stuck the runner. Excellent work defense.
Test your manhood.
You got it. 2nd and 4 from the 10-yard line here. Makinich gives it to Mercer right up the middle.
Gut check time is I think he will have enough to get the first down and bring up goal.
Yeah, right around the 5-yard line is where they're going to set the football. 1st and goal for the Eagles. It's getting interesting here in Tiffin, Tommy.
Well, you talk about how this defense of Tiffin Columbian able to show up last week after River Valley got off to a hot stop and then just got stifled throughout the last 24 of that one. Right here, 3:08 remaining. Tiffin Columbian defense called the task.
Let's see how they respond and pitch it to Mercer.
A big stop and a big.
And you called it, Tommy.
Tackle for a loss there.
Tiffin Interior taking care of it. They had a lot of push in the first quarter and got it just in time here in the second quarter.
Huge hit. Big gobbled up.
You called it, Tommy. And that'll bring up 2nd and long for the Eagles.
Braylon Allball with what could be one of the defensive stops of this one.
They needed it. That is a huge play for the Tiffin defense. We're now down to 2:27, 2:26 remaining in the first half. Trout in motion, got it.
Look at that.
He's going to be swallowed up whole.
He's got some support from the Columbian secondary, and I think that was a Quaney that came up, Greg, and able to make a huge play.
And the Tiffin defense going fishing as they caught themselves a trout.
He's got some support
There you go.
Now, did you just make a joke?
I tried to. I don't have the book of jokes
that's a good one.
you published, but we're trying to make it interesting here. So 150, 149, 148, 140.
I'm a New York County bestseller.
There you go. Oh, false start. And that's going to push him back more. Another penalty for Bishop Watterson. They're second this quarter.
Oh, you can't.
Bell must have been doing his job there that time, guys. Made him jump false start there.
Absolutely. I mean, the way this Tiffin defense has been hitting them here in the red zone, they got a little jumpy. So 3rd and 13. What started off as 3rd and 5 is now 3rd and 13 after 2 consecutive losses.
Well, what started off on 2nd and 8 and 2nd and goal has now become 3rd and 18. Going the wrong way here. There's a huge reception. Does it bring it down?
Is it?
Inbounds.
Touchdown?
It is a touchdown. Holy
Touchdown,
smokes.
Eagles. Woo! Wow, Makinich.
Mama mia! Wrong way here.
And just got his toes in there. Is it? Traffic everywhere.
Wow.
Touchdown, Eagles.
We got a ball
What a
game
grab.
on our hands now, Dom.
They came ready to play, Tommy. I think they've officially gotten off the bus. Oh, there you have it. Bishop Watterson will not go away.
When you talk about those charter buses, I mean, I want to get off one of those
That's
things.
comfortable. They got TVs on those things, Tommy. They could stream Heart of Ohio sports.
Yeah, you take it pretty much anywhere with you. As you're watching the X Stream here on YouTube and heartofohiosports.com, Bishop Watterson getting themselves back into this one as they go for 2 points here.
And tossing it. They've got their big man,
and
the
the
tight
big man.
end. Good. So that's going to be 15 points with the 2-point conversion. 26-15.
Getting themselves
Bishop
back into
Watterson
this one. They go for
closing the
2 points
deficit,
here.
and that's a huge 2-point conversion.
That's 11 points now that
So that's,
Watterson's got to make up.
yeah.
That's a 123 remaining here in the first half. You go into that locker room with a completely different head on your shoulders than had it been that 26 zip situation that they were facing.
Absolutely. And there's still 1:23 right here. Now, again, if you're Bishop Watterson, you want to get rid of as much of that clock as possible, and we're going to see if field position creeps into this one because Tiffin, they've started off with great field position.
Here's your issue is you won't find a team in Northwest Ohio that can do more with 1:23 than Tiffin Columbian. So if you're the defense, you got to make a stop. You cannot allow them to put together a drive here, use them 3 timeouts they still got in their back pocket because you can't take them with you into the half.
So here we go. They're going to kick it into the end zone, and the Tiffin offense, they're going to come out and start this drive off and see what they can do.
I mean, Greg or Connor, if you want to jump in here, 1:23. You just run your normal offense, or are you kind of doing your hurry up, trying to get more points on the board, get out of this half? I mean, what's your mind at now? You've just given up 15 unanswered.
For where we are at this game right now, I would eat the rest of the clock to go into halftime and getting the ball in the third quarter. Just focus on not letting Watterson get the ball the rest of the half.
There you go. They're at the 20-yard line, so sound advice here. Rogo looking to pass. He's got his man. That's going to be Gooding along the sideline, taken out at the 35-yard line. First down for Tiffin.
Coach.
Connor makes a good point there, but like you always say, Tommy, how many points is enough? More.
Yeah, Coach Studlutz always undermines logic of my thinking and just decides to continue to get this offense out there and try to get points on the board.
Here we go. Rogo, he's got Gooding again, pushed out of bounds, close to that first down marker, right around the 35-yard line, and they're going to give him another first down, so Tiffin moves the chains again, and they've only taken 20 seconds off the clock. 1:06 remaining in the first half, and it looks like a timeout on the field. The Eagles take their first timeout, and we've got a barn burner here in Tiffin, Ohio.
Absolutely, and we'll take a timeout to thank the sponsors that are helping us bring you this great game here on the X Stream on Heart of Ohio Sports. We want to thank Rogers Flowers, TPC Food Service, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, MST Sauce Company, Phillips Electric, Scooter Out Mexican Restaurant,
First National Bank of Sycamore, Steinman Signs and Graphic Ink, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Reno's Pizza and Pasta, Sarah Risen, Century 21, Bolt Tea and Tiffin, Embroidery and Craft by Busa, Buckeye IT, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Culligan Water, 5-Star Maintenance, Champs Barbershop, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, and Advertiser Tribune, all proud sponsors bringing you high school football here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Make sure you stay tuned in for our halftime show here from Tiffin, Ohio, as we're going to bring you a review of everything as Rogo goes deep, overthrows his man, Gooding. Halftime show is we're going to give you all of the late-breaking action here from Tiffin, but also all of your area coverage, including the Calvert-Gibsonburg game, which is now in the third quarter, and it's 16 to 14, Gibsonburg.
I think they're at half.
Oof, oof, oof. It's a big one. Here we go. It's going to be Rogo right up the middle, crossing midfield. He's still going. He's going to be pushed out of bounds here, stopping that clock right around the first down marker.
Still got 3 timeouts, and you're moving the ball past midfield.
That's good progress there. 54 seconds left in the second quarter here. And they're going to say he's short of the first down, so it's third and we'll say 3 for Tiffin. And Tommy, you're running it? First down, or you airing it out? There's our answer. Brockington up the middle.
And he's going to be stopped.
Ooh,
He's stopped by the Eagles.
He's short. Brockington just short of the first down marker. Timeout Tiffin. And it looks like Judd Lutz is thinking 4-down territory with 47 seconds.
He calls a timeout.
He wants the points, Tommy.
He calls a timeout.
Yeah, man. I mean, they ran it there because they had almost a whole minute left and all 3 timeouts. So why not run it? Why not use one of those timeouts? Can't take them into the half with you.
Yeah, fourth and
short.
Fourth and a cat's breath.
Yeah. Looks like it might be a full yard here. So 4th and 1 for Tiffin.
Oh, that's a
long yard to go.
Yeah, good news for Watterson.
Yeah.
As they definitely put together a tremendous second quarter.
Their defense is stepping up, slowing down Tiffin a little bit.
Well, that's what you kind of question with that little hiatus we had there, that brief sabbatical here in the top of the second quarter after Tiffin Columbian seemingly rolling all over Watterson. But here in the late second quarter here, Watterson 15 unanswered points.
26-15, Tiffin over Bishop Watterson right now.
That's actually a full 2 yards, it says. 4th and 2.
2 yards, there you go. 4th and 2. And Tiffin, the Eagles took a timeout here. Eagles, they're thinking defense stop, and let's get that ball back and try to put more points up.
Out there playing a game of chess with each other.
Yes, they are. So first Tiffin takes the timeout to think about their play selection, and now the Eagles take a timeout to think about how can we stop them. Woof.
Yeah, that's a huge, you never thought 53 seconds would mean so much, and especially when you're hanging on to a lead, there's a difference between playing to win and playing not to lose. And you see Columbian playing to win here. They're not, lead is too safe.
Yeah, just remember in the first quarter, it only took Tiffin 2 minutes to put up 14 points, so they're deadly.
Especially
here we go.
Rogo. 3-0 team, that's in reverse.
Gooding, 40-35. He's still going out at the 30. Picking up huge yardage on the reverse, and I guess we know what they were talking about during that timeout. Here we go, Rogo.
There you go. Gooding on the reverse.
40,
cuts it upfield, and for more, moves the chains, and will bring the Tornadoes to the 33 within striking distance with 41 seconds to go.
Judd Lutz dialing up some trickery here, something we haven't seen yet, a reverse. So it'll be 1st and 10 Tornadoes from the 33-yard line. And Rogo looking to pass. He's got his man Rogo. He's going to be drugged down, but he's still in bounds. That clock will continue to tick as we're now at 35 seconds.
That soft bubble screen.
Timeout Tiffin.
Too long to develop.
Judd Lutz is going to take another timeout as Rogo was unable to get out of bounds. And
you're still in the first half of action.
You got it.
Here on the X Stream. Heart of Ohio Sports. Go to our YouTube page, share it, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube page. Get the word out there that, hey,
That's right.
the Extreme is where it's at with this Tiffin Columbian versus Bishop Watterson game, as Tiffin Columbian had a huge lead, but now it's been dwindled to less, 26-15.
That's right.
Bishop Watterson, at one point, we were just thinking they just wanted to get out of the half.
At one point, we were talking about that running clock in the second half with a 30-point deficit. Now we're talking about a slugfest from Tiffin, as it's a dangerously close game if you're Tiffin.
Oh, we always talk about Tiffin's non-conference schedule. They don't schedule no easy win nickels.
Not at all.
Bishop Watterson, we talked about at the top of the program, coming in 3-0.
Undefeated
tonight, looking
tough team.
Keep that record intact.
Here we go, 2nd and 4. Rogo rolling
He's just going to roll out with it.
He's going to run out of bounds, stop that clock, and that'll bring up 3rd and short for the Tornadoes.
And the pursuit of Watterson here, especially with the linebacker core, sometimes they'll switch it up on you. They'll go into zone. They'll go into man if they think it's a run. But here recently, I mean, just the way that they're able to adjust on the fly and recognize shows Tiffin Columbian kind of hasn't been going to too many tricks in their playbook.
They haven't been able to run it right up the gut like they did in the first quarter, and Brockington's been quieted a little here recently in the second. So here we go. Oh, nearly intercepted as number 24, Zach Weber, got a hand on it for the Eagles.
Those are those potential heroics that could bring all your momentum to a quick stop.
And that's going to bring up 4th down for Tiffin recently in the second. So
huge play defensively, able to come across there, knock it down, and give the Eagles a chance to bring up 4th and 3 for the Tornadoes.
Tommy, you were just talking about the speed and athleticism of that Eagles defense, and it certainly showed up right there as Weber got a huge jump on that ball. So 4th and 3 for the Tornadoes. Rogo looking to pass, but flag on the field. So we got another penalty down on the field, and it's going to be false start Tiffin. That's their 4th penalty of the half, and that's going to push them back just that much more. And now they've got 8 yards to go.
Self-inflicted wounds can open up in a hurry, especially when no lead's safe against a 3-0 squad like Watterson.
Undefeated for a reason, that's for sure.
Yeah, you don't wake up undefeated.
Not at all. And, Tommy, early in the broadcast, you talked about discipline, the discipline that Tiffin's had to have in the last couple weeks to reel off those 2 straight victories, and they're losing a little bit of that discipline here in the second quarter.
Can't allow yourself to unravel.
Nope, 4th and 8 from the 31. Rogo looking to pass right up the gut. He's got his man. It looks like Rogo is on the receiving end. 1st down, Tiffin. They're rushing up to the line here. 21 seconds remaining in the half. And they've got a play lined up. They're going to spike it, it looks like. Yep, stop the clock, keep it stopped. So now it'll be 2nd down for Tiffin.
You get that luxury at the high school level, again, you get the 1st down, like you see here on your screen. It moves the chains, but it also stops the clock until the ball's set, so you can actually run up to the line, get set, the clock starts running again, and then you just quickly spike it. Saves you from burning that all-crucial last time out you got, especially with the ball on the 14.
Those precious few seconds also saved, so 18 seconds remaining in the half. Tiffin is knocking on the door. They're at the 14-yard line. Rogo, he's flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left, looking. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run. He's
Nowhere to go.
He's desperately trying to get out of bounds.
But look at the football IQ.
And there it is. Judd Lutz yelling at the official, telling him that he got out of bounds, and it looks like timeout Tiffin.
Why should he have to burn a timeout? He got out of bounds.
Right
here on the replay, out of bounds.
If you watch the official's hands, he's saying that he was still in bounds, and that's what Judd Lutz was arguing about, forcing him to burn that final timeout.
Well, those at home, you got the up close and personal look.
Look at Lutz
Director Greg Kinn.
Yeah, look at Lutz getting into the ear of the official. He's not going to let this one go.
I'll tell you what, the officials are batting 1,000 when it comes to arguments won.
Let's see what the official has to say. I'm hearing they're going to add a second to the clock, so they're going to put 8 seconds on the clock. And I think that's the adjustment the official was bringing up. Again, Judd Lutz forced to take a timeout, his final timeout here in the first half because the officials said that his quarterback did not get out of bounds on that last scramble.
And that changes your play call down here when you need to make sure that you can get out of bounds if you don't
Bingo.
get in the end zone.
You got it. 3rd and 11 from the 15. Rogo rolling to his right, looking to pass, looking in the end zone.
Got a
going
man
deep.
in the corner.
He's got a man. Gooding, touchdown. Did he hold on to it? Touchdown. Yes, it's good.
And
Brady Gooding, touchdown, Tiffin.
2 seconds left
Rogo
in the first half. As you see,
in the end zone.
Rogo loads it up to the left corner there and finds Gooding.
Hold on to it.
Touchdown,
Yes,
the
it's good.
Tornadoes take back that lead going into the half with 2 seconds remaining, albeit a crazy kick return,
Looks
which,
like we got
again,
another flag on the field.
special teams has not been the TC strong suit here tonight.
So touchdown Tiffin as it stands right now. Flag is on the field, so we'll see who this one's going to be on. But as it stands, Brady Gooding, 15-yard TD catch. Excellent job holding on to the football. Excellent job keeping his feet in the backside of that end zone. And right now, Tiffin's got some more points. And it looks like they're talking to Judd Lutz. So might set them up for favorable position, maybe on a 2-point conversion or a PAT.
Connor, what did you see? What was the reason why they're having this discussion? I must have missed something.
I think Connor's outside talking to somebody right now. One of the fans is interacting with him out there.
Connor's a man of the people here. He's getting all the local intel for us, so we're going to make sure we tap into Connor's network here at halftime.
Everybody's got the questions for Connor out there, man.
Connor's got answers. So it looks like it's on the Eagles, that penalty. And unsportsmanlike conduct on Tiffin, offset. So
Offset's the extra point. Offsetting personal fouls.
It's 2 personal fouls.
So offsetting penalties here, and kicking team's still out there, so it appears Tiffin's, they're still going to get a chance to put the PAT up. Of course, they've missed the last 2 PATs that they've attempted. So
maybe
Saul
that's
may
the
be for
punishment.
nothing. That's the punishment. I think this poor guy needs a break.
But, yeah, again, unsportsmanlike, you got to be better than that. You know, you want to keep your words soft and sweet in case you have to eat them later.
And no doubt, Tommy, that had to be it because there was only 1 flag on the field right around the area where the quarterback was. So something must have been said to get the officials' attention. So offsetting penalties for both sides. So 2 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Tiffin right now, 32. Bishop Watterson, 15. And it looks like they're going to push back the PAT team for Tiffin.
At first, I thought they said they were offsetting penalties. And then
I
now,
was thinking the same
now
thing.
all of a sudden they're
Greg.
moving backwards. I mean, Judd had 2 refs over there standing there talking to him, discussing something. So obviously there was a reason that they moved
And
back.
Tiffin coach is very animated here on the sideline as Judd Lutz yelling into his microphone. And I'm sure there's some choice words flowing through the airwaves.
Yeah, none that we can air.
I wish we could. It would be that'd be must see TV,
I was
guys.
going to say, then it would really be the extreme.
You got it. So
Yeah, 2 seconds left in the half here as they try to sort out the scrum and extracurriculars that
This will be
occurred
what,
after that huge Brady Gooding touchdown as he adds to his touchdown collection, leading all teammates in scoring with 5.
35-yard
PAT is good. Why don't you just have him kick it from there more often? 35-yard PAT, good. And Tiffin tacks on another point here. Well, stranger things have happened. Oh, misses it from close, nails it from deep.
I think I'm just trying to get out of the half now.
So that's going to bring Tiffin's lead up to 33-15. Columbian over Bishop Watterson.
And Bishop Watterson, again, had all the momentum there in the late part of that second quarter, able to get 15 unanswered.
minute 23 seconds left for the Tornadoes, and I said, this is the one team that you do not want to give a minute and 23 seconds to.
You called it.
And Tiffin Columbian able to march downfield after a long – that's probably the longest 47 seconds I've ever seen a football.
Timeouts left and right. And again, we mentioned it already, but Tiffin Columbian, they get the football back on offense here in the second half as well. So they score a touchdown, and they have a chance to score another touchdown.
And over on the adrenaline stream, Calvert, Gibsonburg in a tight one. Gibsonburg up 16-14 over Calvert. Seneca's trying to get back in this one.
Another great game in the area there. Calvert, Gibsonburg, always a chippy game. And, of course, we've got all the coverage here at Heart of Ohio Sports.
Yeah, Coach Steve Reeser out on the coach's corner at Benchwarmers this past Tuesday with Nate Mullins for a tremendous sitting under the tree learning opportunity with the coaches that we provide here on Heart of Ohio Sports, getting you set up for the week ahead as this one is underway.
Be a short kick. Eagles pick it up 25.
And that's going to end it.
And that'll end it here. First half of play from Tiffin, Ohio, as your Tornadoes have a commanding 33-15 lead over Bishop Watterson. You're listening to Heart of Ohio Sports. We'll be back with our halftime show. So make sure you stay right here at the Extreme Edition.
Hi there, folks. Greg Ken here, and you're locked in to high school football right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
Be sure to give us a like, follow, and subscribe to Heart of Ohio Sports on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter.
Welcome back to Frost Calnell Stadium in Tiffin, Ohio, as the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes have a 33-15 halftime lead over the visiting Bishop Watterson Eagles here at Heart of Ohio Sports. All right, let's do a quick recap of all of the first half, all the action in the first half, and it was a fun half. All right, first quarter of play, it was all Tiffin, as they got an 8-yard TD catch, a 44-yard TD run, an 8-yard TD run, and then capped it off with a big defensive interception to end the first quarter with a 20-0 lead. And then second quarter was just as fantastic as the first one, Tommy, as Tiffin Columbian came out and Rogo with an 8-yard TD catch. However, Bishop Watterson, they wanted to make it interesting here. After a long extended delay from an injury on the field, Bishop Watterson, they regrouped, got a huge kickoff return, brought it back 65 yards, picked up a touchdown after that, and then a few minutes later picked up their second touchdown to make it 26-15. However, Tiffin Columbian, in what might have been the longest 47 seconds of the half, excellent work with the clock, picked up a final touchdown, and converted their PAT. And that's where we got our score for tonight, 33-15. here from Tiffin, Ohio.
Yeah, again, Dom, tremendous lyrics to the beautiful music here tonight from Frost County Stadium. As Tiffin Columbian had a strong lead in the first quarter, about as strong of a first quarter as you could ask for. Second quarter kind of came unraveled with those self-inflicted wounds, those mental miscues that allowed Watterson to get back into it after we thought at one point we were going to be looking at a running clock here. But after those 2 scores by Watterson, Tiffin Columbian able to get back in it after a huge touchdown and then being able to cap it off with that 35-yard extra point.
That was the craziest thing that we've seen. Now, you talk about miscues, Tommy. Tiffin, usually a pretty disciplined team. They had 4 penalties in the first half. If you're coach, you're in the locker room, what are you telling those boys so that doesn't happen in the second half? Because we know that Bishop Watterson is a big-time opponent.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's a lot of yelling and screaming because, again, when you have a huge lead and then you're playing as good of half of football as your team can, that's the thing. As we talked about playing to win, not playing to lose. Tiffin Columbian with those mental miscues. That's one of the reasons why Watterson was able to stick around. And when you have, again, you're talking about a 3-0 team, and you're pretty much establishing your dominance over them. In that early onset, you can't take your foot off the gas. Again, no lead is safe.
Not at all.
Especially against an undefeated squad who's playing on the road and playing with house money. So Tiffin Columbian, they're going to have some cleanup to do, even though they're on top, as you see, 33-15. But that's not the whole story here in the first half.
Not at all.
As we'll, again, TPC halftime show. Dominic Hemstunner, Tommy Hall on the call, live from Frost County Stadium for Tiffin Columbian versus Bishop Watterson. As Tiffin Columbian on top, 33-15. As we'll go ahead and we'll send it down to the halftime show, Dom, and we'll step away for our little break.
Sounds great.
And we'll come back with more of the half.
Our next selection features the women of our flag and majorette squad. It was released in 1989 by the group AJR. It was written by AJR about the weird time between being a kid and becoming an adult. So let's watch our women do their thing while the band plays AJR's hit, Bang!
much time do you think is on that battery?
It said it's full. I'm going to shut it off for halftime, though.
So we should be good the rest of the game on that.
Everybody knows that our Marching 120 loves to boogie down and dance. And so our final selection is a melodic rap selection by Lil Nas X from 2021. It was a collaboration between Lil Nas X and Kanye West. Watch as our band dances, featuring our drum line in a break to Industry Baby. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Tiffin Columbian Marching 120, the Tiffin Columbian Marching Band Flag and Majorette Squad.
You're listening to Heart of Ohio Sports here from Frost Callonal Stadium in Tiffin, Ohio. Welcome to our TPC halftime show as you've been getting the musical stylings of the 120 amazing band members for the Tiffin Columbian Band. You're listening to Heart of Ohio Sports, the Extreme here from Tiffin, Ohio, our TPC halftime show. We're going to cycle into a few commercials, then we'll be right back to preview the second half of action against Tiffin Columbian and Bishop Watterson. Hey, this is Dominic Helmstetter, and you are watching high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
Like, follow, and subscribe to Heart of Ohio Sports on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. Welcome back to the second half of play here from Tiffin, Ohio, as your Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes have a 33-15 lead over Bishop Watterson. And it is halftime. We are about 4.5 minutes away from our second half of action. Tiffin Columbian starting to warm up down on the field. Quarterbacks tossing it around here. And, of course, the Tiffin offense, they'll get the first shot here in the second half. And we've had an exciting first half of play so far with a lot of back and forth. Started off, it was all Tiffin putting up a TD catch, a couple of TD runs, and really controlling it. But the one thing I really want to highlight is the defense really handled Eagles well there in the first quarter before giving up a few touchdowns.
Oh, absolutely. As we talked about, the first about a great of first quarters you can have if you coach Jed Lutz and these Tornadoes. Second quarter, he allowed some opportunities for Watterson to stick around with some self-inflicted wounds, some penalties, some things that got you out of position to where Watterson was able to get 15 on you. TC rallied, came back, able to end the half on a huge drive with 1 minute and 23 seconds left. They find pay dirt to Brady Gooding down in the end zone. And then a huge 35-yard extra point brings us to this 33-15 lead that Tiffin Columbian has.
You talked about self-inflicted wounds. Tiffin Columbian, 4 penalties in the first half. Bishop Watterson, 3 penalties. And that long PAT, we had offsetting penalties, so it could have been more. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on here is Tiffin has done an excellent job, especially in the last 2 weeks, their winning streak of being able to stay dialed in. And if you're Judd Lutz, that's what you need here in the second half, a dialed-in team, because we know that the Eagles start to warm up in the third quarter.
Oh, that's a great point, Dom. I knew that that was one of the key points that we were talking about off air again, was how this Eagle squad, they're not 3-0 for just no reason. They definitely a team that can make adjustments, come out in the second half, and expand upon that playbook, as you've seen there in the first half, that really got the Eagles on the board. We talk about that huge touchdown reception to their quarterback, Radzinski. Again, they changed different looks on you. They got a 2-headed monster in the backfield. And then, if that gets you off kilter, it keeps the defense on its heels, it can open up a whole nother sheet of plays for you to adjust to in the first part of the second half, leaving you in the fourth quarter to make those adjustments. So, I know
our eyes were following Radzinski all over the field, and then all of a sudden he's catching footballs and picking up huge chunks of yardage. and we're like, oh, that has to be the reason why number 7, A.J. McInich, is in there tossing it around. A big spark for their offense, and again, they were able to put up some points late in the first half, but they still have a 2-score deficit that they've got to overcome.
Oh, absolutely. After chopping this deficit down to 11 at one point, being able to convert on those all-important extra points, again, here they are, down 2 scores. Columbian will get the ball to start this second half, and we are just under a minute from the start of the second half here from Frost County Stadium. As you're joining us here on the X Stream on YouTube and heartofohiosports.com, Dominic Helmstetter and Tommy Hall on the call. Greg Kinn, the Wizard, our director here tonight.
He does great work.
And Connor keeping things alive on the sideline and giving you the tight shots here that, again, Heart of Ohio Sports has been able to bring you as we expand our coverage in 2022. As over on the Adrenaline Stream, you'll catch Nate Mullins and Zach Dillon on the call there from Gibsonburg, as Gibsonburg holding on to a tight lead over Calvert, 16-14. I think they're about ready to end the third quarter.
Gibsonburg now up 24-14 over Calvert. Oof. Hopewell Loudon 27-0 over Lakota. Mohawk has a 22-6 lead over Buckeyes Central. Some of the local scores here in the Seneca County area.
Mohawk needed that one going into that one 0-3 as Cary continues to take care of business 27-0.
Seneca East, meanwhile, they're down 20-14 against Upper Sandusky, and we will be in Seneca East next week here on the Extreme at Heart of Ohio Sports. All right, so we've got about 3 minutes before second half here, Tommy. So there's one thing I need to ask you about. Both of these teams come in offensively, and they love to run the football, but a lot of the fireworks have been tossed through the air. Do you think both teams come back to reality and start pounding it away? I mean, Trayton Mercer for the Eagles, he ran the ball 29 times last week, and we haven't heard much from him at all tonight.
I think that last drive by the Tornadoes to end the half where they got on the board, that definitely changes your game plan going into the half to make those adjustments. But not only that, coming out of the half to where, again, you're not going to be able to run your traditional offense like you want to. You're still chasing that lead. You got to spend that time making it up. And in the second half, you got to win by quarters, as we talked about. Watterson, Tiffin Columbian, had they not scored on that last-ditch effort there to end the half, Watterson would have won that second quarter.
Yeah,
it's
great
a
point.
game won by quarters, and here in the third quarter, I think that's going to be all the difference. Can Watterson get back into position to where they can run their game plan, not be rushed? But for Tiffin Columbian, again, how do you stop this offense that's really been able to put up points in bunches in a hurry?
And if you're the Eagles, if you're not able to run your traditional offense, the question is, can your playmakers keep up with Tiffin's playmakers? And so far, advantage Tiffin. All right, we're minutes away from the second half of play, and I'm excited here, Tommy. This is going to be some great football. It always is, as Columbian. Their goal is looking long term here. They want the playoffs, but you can't get to the playoffs unless you can beat tough teams like the undefeated Bishop Watterson Eagles.
Well, again, we don't schedule no slouches here in Tiffin, Ohio, especially in your non-conference league. So iron sharpens iron. As you talked about week one against a very, very strong Fremont Ross squad that we expect to make an extended run. Then, going against River Valley, being able to pick up a huge win there as well and continuing the ball rolling over the past couple weeks.
All right, so teams are getting ready for the second half of play. As the Eagles, they've got their kick team out on the field already. And Judd Lutz giving his boys a pep talk to get them started here for the third quarter. Just a reminder, senior night tonight, so we got to thank all the seniors for all the years of highlights. We couldn't have a phenomenal broadcast like this if we didn't have amazing kids like you. So congratulations, seniors, on a wonderful night. Enjoy it. You deserve it. And Go Tornadoes. What the heck? All right, so here we go, and ball fell off the tee. Is that where you went, Tommy? Kicked the ball off the tee? So we're going to try it again and get this second half underway. All right, so Tiffin, let's see what they can do with this one as we are underway. And it looks like it's going to be Brockington who picks it up at the 12-yard line, and he's off. He's going to be knocked down hard at the 22-yard line, and whoa.
Almost a Stan Hansen-like lariat to take Brockington out of his cleats.
It's going to be.
That looked like a wrestling tackle to me.
12-yard line, and he's off.
Look at that! Oh,
he's going to be knocked down hard.
Giving him the people's elbow.
Luckily, they almost a Stan. Again, luckily no fingers got called in there because that could have been a face mask easily.
Absolutely. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line for the Tornado offense.
One of the few times you ever see an arm tackle work.
Yeah, no, you're right. And Brockington always having those legs churning. He doesn't fall down easily either. So here we go. Tiffin hands it off to Brockington right up the middle. Met by a bevy of white jerseys and stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's the thing, too. We talk about Corper going down there in that early on in the second quarter. He is such a pivotal part and heartbeat of that special teams unit. And Brockington out of his element there on the return team, setting up shop at the 20.
Corper, of course, leads the league in return yardage, 25 a game, so huge loss if you're Tiffin. So here we go, quick pass out, and Tiffin's going to get the first down as they are tackled around the 38-yard line.
I'll get a lot of that back.
Yeah, and I'm not sure who the receiver was. Maybe Mitch Scheiber. It looks like it might be a 20. But anyway you look at it, first down Tiffin, now at the 37-yard line. They're quick to the ball, pitch it. Brockington off to the left, skips by a few defenders. 45 is going to be drugged down right around the first down marker, and a huge gain for the Tornadoes.
Beast continues to slash up yards, continue to feed them as Brockington, with the third quarter dwindling down here, 10:42 remaining. Tiffin Columbian is just looking to establish their offense, Dom.
Absolutely. 2nd and 1 from the 47, and one of the things they love to do is pound you inside and then throw it deep outside, so that's something to keep an eye on as Gooding is spread out wide left, and he's been dangerous. Meanwhile, Brockington up the middle, first down for Tiffin, and they've now crossed midfield, and they're in familiar territory, Tommy.
Yeah.
Felt like they lived on this half of the field in the first half. They only had one drive where they had to go more than 50 yards, and that's pretty good if you're a football team.
Well, more real estate for Columbian to work with on this drive. They're making it up in a hurry.
You got it, 1st and 10 from the 49. Brockington up the middle, evades a couple tacklers, taken down, picks up 5, and it'll bring up 2nd and long. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 is the official spotting from the 45-yard line for your Tornadoes. Two backs joining Rogo as he fakes it to Brockington, rolls to his left, and picks up his man, number 20, Scheiber. And he's going to catch it and pick up the first down as he's drugged down at the 35-yard line. Another first down for the Tornadoes. Scheiber, the do-it-all senior. He's a linebacker, a leading tackler on this Tiffin defense, and now an offensive weapon, Tommy.
Yeah, absolutely. You love seeing, again, this whole maturation process of a lot of the squad coming together.
Brockington totes the football off to the left, misses a couple tackles, and he's going to be taken down at the 23-yard line. And look at that fancy footwork as we get another first down for the Tornadoes. What a run for Damian Brockington.
Yeah, last time I seen work like that, they were in a set of blue suede shoes. And Brockington, and they're all shook up.
Oh, yes, indeed. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. And Tiffin's got all the momentum right now as it's going to be Scheiber right up the middle. Powers his way forward and picks up 4 on the first down.
And the Scheiber show continues show out here in the early onset of this second half, live from Frost County Stadium.
And we talked at halftime, how can will the teams get back to the running game? And Tiffin's given us their answer. Yes, we will.
Yeah, you've already eaten a fourth of this quarter up just on this drive.
All on the ground, too. Here we go. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Yes.
Rogo looking to pass, going deep, looking for it all. Gooding, touchdown. Oh, is it knocked away? Did he hold on to it? No, it's intercepted. The Eagles intercepted it, ripped it away from Gooding. Go 2nd and 7.
Let's see right here. Rogo loads up for Gooding. They found Pater in the first half, but that one actually taken away by the coverage team.
Wow.
Was that Charlie Bernotis on the interception there?
I don't know. I saw Radzinski in the area, and you're saying Radnotis also in the area. Any way you look at it, INT, and that stops the momentum train.
And what a break for Watterson as they came out here in the second half. Columbian started this drive from the 20, stalls out right at the 20, and Watterson now will take over after a huge turnover, gives them a chance to get back in this one.
So the first pass, the Eagles nearly turned that one over. I was just about to say the first pass of the half, interception. Almost the second pass of the half, interception too, as the Columbian Tornadoes just missed out on a golden opportunity.
That's why that tip drill's so important.
Oh, boy. So passing game not so good so far. 2nd and 10 from the 20 for the Eagles after picking up a huge interception in the end zone to stop the Tiffin offensive juggernaut. Mercer going to be stopped at the line, bounces out to the left, going to be drugged down for a no gain on the play. Al-Zakwani with the stop on that one, and now you hear the dreaded 3rd down bell.
You get a huge turnover, and this Columbian defense just does not let up. Now you're facing 3rd and 11 after starting this drive on your own 20.
Absolutely. 3rd and 11 from the 19-yard line. McKintich screen to number 15, Charlie Bernados.
Turn it up, it's going to be close.
Bernados diving forward, and depending on the spot, he got it.
Oh my goodness.
First down for the Eagles. Green. What a huge play. Charlie Bernados.
Turn it up, it's going to be close.
Bernados
I didn't think they had it, but
forward, and depending on the spot,
apparently
he got
yanking
it.
my chain because they were able to yank the chains enough to get a first down there.
McKintich just getting enough touch on it to his receiver. First down for the Eagles from the 30-yard line. We're under 7 minutes here in the third quarter from Tiffin. And here we go, McKintich to the no-name tight end player, number 87. First down for the Eagles.
You know, for a long time, when I first got into high school, I had a different away jersey than I did a home jersey. I have the number 4 on the road, so I was 76 on the road and 69 at home.
Oh, there you go, mixing it up, keeping it fresh.
Yeah.
All right, so 1st and 10 from the 47 as the Eagles are starting to move the ball here in the second half. Feeling good after that end zone interception, and offense has looked pretty good so far as they picked up big yards in key moments. McKintich, pressure, going to throw it out of bounds, incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and long for Bishop Watterson.
Trout.
There's that name, Trout.
Able to come up with a huge reception as Watterson just will not go away.
Not at all.
They're playing tremendous defense, able to come up with that huge turnover that definitely could have put this one almost out of reach, Dom.
Yeah.
Because that was a home run ball there.
You bet. It's a 2-score game now. That could have turned it into a 3-score game, and that's not the the direction you want to be heading with only one half of football. Flag on the, no flag, incomplete. Incomplete pass, and that'll bring up 3rd and long for the Eagles.
You can't say enough about the coverage there by the Tornadoes.
Yeah, coaches were pretty excited about it. Judd Lutz out on the field, tapping his players on the head. Excellent work. And this Tiffin defense, they're ringing the bell.
Brockington on the coverage.
This is a big one. We're at midfield here, and the Eagles need to keep this drive alive. McIntich, pressure, rolls to the left. He's going to take off and run. He's going to go out of bounds short of the first down marker. So the defense is able to stop them from picking up a first down, but I fear this might be a 4-down territory type of situation if you're Bishop Watterson. They just missed him, Tommy.
You can't blame them if they go for it here.
Absolutely.
I mean, your defense has done a tremendous job, but, you know, you're able to shore it up. But what are you doing between the 20s? You know what I mean? Like that, you allowed Tiffin Columbian to eat 4 minutes off the clock on their last drive, even though you resulted in a turnover.
All right, McIntich rolling to his right, and he's motioning to get his man Trout.
My goodness.
Catches it out of bounds. First down for the Eagles.
A little bit too much.
4th down conversion for Bishop Watterson.
A little bit too much blankie on that one for the Columbian coverage as they're a little bit too far back.
And Trout is their go-to receiver. The senior wide receiver has been their leading receiver all season long. So no surprise there that he comes up with a huge play for the Eagles. In fact, he got 72 of the 79 passing yards in their win last week, which is absolutely crazy to think about. So here we go. This time Mercer with the pitch and catch, and he's going to be drugged down right at the line of scrimmage as Tornadoes are going to hold firm.
Mercer, conspicuous by his absence, and that's one of the tall tale signs of a nice defense, especially up front. As, again, the running game just hasn't been able to get underway, nor the screen. So you're forced to take some of those shots downfield. Columbian's secondary, that's where it's really lapsing at, Dom. You got to keep your head on a swivel and read your keys.
And as you said, Mercer, one of the major weapons for the Eagles, been fairly quiet, trying to come up with creative ways to get him the ball, and Tiffin's kept him in check. Here we go, Mercer again, right up the middle, bounces left, and he's going to be taken down low after 4 yards.
That was a nice read by Mercer, though, to see that pocket collapse and those gaps filling, being able to try to bounce it outside and find the edge. But, man, Columbian's pursuit just too devastating to make anything much happen.
Excellent coverage by the defense yet again, and you know what that sound is. That means it's 3rd down here in Tiffin, 3rd and 6 from the 37, and let's see how this one turns out as the Eagles continue to creep closer to the end zone. McIntich tosses it. He's got his man through his hands. Trout unable to bring it in. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and long for Bishop Watterson. Eagles continue to creep closer to the end zone. McIntich tosses it. He's got his man through his hands. Trout unable to bring it in.
Tight end as 2 Columbian defenders come across, try to get their hands on that.
You mentioned it earlier, Tommy. If you can touch it, you should catch it, and that was definitely a catchable football. But
that's the rule.
That's right. Anyways, 4th and 6 for the Eagles as they're looking to pass again as McIntich right up the middle. Number 87, the tight end. First down for Bishop Watterson.
Huge amends on a huge 4th down play to keep this drive alive.
As they're looking to pass again.
The unnamed tight end, 87.
Number 87, the tight end. First down, and that's for Bishop Watterson's second consecutive 4th down conversion in this drive. So 1st and 10 from the 24. And they've still got life here in the 3rd quarter with 4:12, now 4:11 remaining in the quarter. So here we go. Trout takes the pitch. He's got some blockers, but Tiffin is going to squeeze through and push him out of bounds. a little extracurricular activity out on the field. No flags so far, but we can hear the coaches yelling like crazy in the background.
I just wanted to show them the new turf.
It's a nice track, I know. It's blue as well. Activity out on the field. No flags so penalties on the field after the pushing and shoving on the sideline as Trout is unable to turn it up. 2nd and 10 from the 23 for the Eagles. So Tornadoes, they still got that commanding 33-15 lead, and Eagles going for the end zone, incomplete. Rudzinski, the intended receiver.
That was a play that they were able to score on earlier, Dom.
Absolutely. Same exact location. Rudzinski earlier in the game, he was able to not only catch it in traffic, but tippy-toe his way to a touchdown. Seeing if it's going to work here in the second half, and this time incomplete.
Starting to find holes in this Columbian secondary.
Yeah.
And that's getting exploited here.
Not able to execute on that one. 3rd and 10 from the 23. They're going to toss it, and it looks like Trout, number 27, powers his way up, and he picks up 8 on the play, so that'll bring up 4th down and short for the Eagles. Another 4th down for this team as they've converted the previous 2 fourth downs. Let's see if they can continue that magical trend.
I tell you what, with the way that this front's playing for the Columbian defense, it's a law of probabilities and averages at this point.
You betcha.
You're going to go to the well here on 4th and 4. Let's see what happens.
If somebody can make a play. And what do you know? Defense pushing, and looks like they're able to stop them short.
Get the ball.
This is going to be close. Trout, the receiver, catches it and is drugged down to the ground.
Trout forced.
They're giving him the spot. 1st down for the Eagles. That's another 4th down conversion.
Wow, what? The pocket seemingly collapsed on the quarterback, forced to throw it out early. Defenders tried to make the cover there. And Watterson continues this drive. But we've quickly seen on their last drive where they still got a chance to move the chains again here.
You got 1st and 10 from the 12. McKintich looking.
Huge reception.
Rudzinski, touchdown. He reaches out. No, they're going to say he's down. They're going to say he's down before he reached it into the touchdown, and Rudzinski can't believe it.
Let's look here. Rudzinski, the tall drink of water, normally at quarterback, takes down the reception, stretches it across the plane,
they're going to say he's down.
Called down. Wow.
His knee was down before he got the ball across the plane, and he was 6 inches short, Tommy. Wow, that was a close play.
6'2", 190, stretching all of that frame out there to give his team a shot and get back in this one as the clock continues to roll with 2:23 remaining.
And they're going to give it to Mercer, and touchdown Eagles as Mercer pounds it in from 6 inches out. And that puts up more points for Bishop Watterson as they've got 21 on the board. Mercer, and this game's getting mighty interesting, Tommy.
Mercer pounds it Dom, in. Make it difficult on a guy that loves innuendo. So.
And to think this drive was possible because they got that interception in the end zone. They marched it all the way down, converted 3 4th downs, and now they've got a touchdown. PAT's up and good. Now it is Tiffin 33, Bishop Watterson 22.
And this one has changed in a hurry. As Dom, we were talking earlier on in this one that we were potentially looking at a running clock.
I know.
To start that second half of action.
Throw it out.
And, man, what a rally by the Eagles here late in the second half. 2:18 remaining in the third and within a score now.
So the Eagles were able to grind 6 minutes off the clock on that touchdown drive, and they went 80 yards, which is exactly what they needed to tire out that defense. And don't forget, Tiffin has a few two-way players like Damian Brockington out there who now has got to go back on offense and return the kick.
Columbian with an 11-point lead. Lead starting to slip away. Speaking of lead slipping away, Calvert over on the adrenaline stream against Gibsonburg. At one point, Calvert is able to have a lead over Gibsonburg,
It was
but
a
now
16-14 game at one
Yeah.
point. Now it's 37-14 over there. Just over a minute left. How about them orange uniforms there for the Golden Bears, though, Tommy?
Ooh,
I like those.
love those orange unis, Greg. All right, it's going to be kicked out of bounds, and Tiffin's going to take it up at the 20-yard line, and we're going to see how they respond, Tommy. That's really what it is. Gut check time. I think that's the phrase you like to use.
Yeah, you'll get to see Orange Unis next Saturday as well, Greg, as we continue our expanded coverage into football as Heidelberg College, another night game, 7 p.m. against Ohio Northern. Join Tommy Hall and whoever else on that call.
Oh, you know I'll be there.
Live from Horniman Stadium as we continue our coverage here on the Xtreme, heartofohiosports.com. 33-22, Tiffin holding on to this lead desperately.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line as Tiffin is going to hand it off to Brockington, and Brockington's going to be hit at the line and taken down for a short gain.
It's not about where you start, it's where you finish. And these Eagles at the half, their coach able to breathe new life into them. Brian Kennedy with the game plan, making those adjustments as Brockington seemingly stifled here in the running game now.
Brockington, hands on knees, might be getting a little tired after that long 6-minute drive where he was out on defense and then did kickoff return duties, so might be feeling it a little bit. So here we go, 2nd and 9 from the 36-yard line for Tiffin as they're looking to respond after the Eagles just marched down the field. Brockington tripped up, taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain for those Tornadoes.
If you're Tiffin Columbian, again, you can't get away from what brought you to the dance. Here your running game's getting kind of stifled, but that clock continues to roll, and you're still clutching at pearls here with a 33-22 lead after giving up a huge score here in the second half to Watterson.
11-point lead for Tiffin with 1 minute remaining in the third quarter here from Tiffin, Ohio. And they're looking to respond after the Eagles put points on the board. Rogo looking to pass, quick flip, intercepted. It's intercepted by number 6, Dominic Purcell, and he's still running. He's at the 25, 20, 15. He's going to be bumped out of bounds at the 13-yard line. And if you're the Eagles, you couldn't have started the third quarter off any better. And another flag.
As well as they continue to play on the sideline.
It's intercepted by number 6, Dominic Purcell, and he's still running.
Just yoink.
He's at the 25, 20.
Finds the sideline, forced out of bounds. Columbian defender over pursues.
That's the second interception of the quarter for the Eagles. And Tiffin just cannot get out of their way passing the ball.
And that's one of those things we talk about, having to clean up. You can't be your own worst enemy, especially when you're trying to get to the promised land, trying to get to that extended season, because teams at the top, they don't self-destruct like this, Dom.
And that's going to be Tiffin's 5th penalty of the night with the extracurricular activity on the sidelines. And it's also going to give the Eagles prime position as they are now 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Here we go, Mercer right up the middle.
Mercer just
buried.
gobbled up. Oh, my goodness.
Going nowhere.
Who
from
was
the
that?
6-yard line. That was the
Cale
whole
Riley?
defense. Mercer right up the
Mercer
middle.
just
buried.
gobbled up.
They've
Oh,
been,
my
yeah,
goodness.
going Tiffin's
nowhere.
been teeing off on Mercer. They really have given him absolutely no running room so far tonight.
Yeah, 69 Maximus Fortney, no mistake in him. 6'1", 289 pounds.
That's a lot of football player there, Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
So 2nd and goal for the Eagles after picking off Rogo just seconds ago. 29 seconds remaining in the third quarter. McKintich rolling out left, tosses it, touchdown Eagles.
And just like that, Bishop Watterson.
Wow, what a change to go. And it's 29 seconds remaining.
It's our dear friend Radzinski.
McKintich rolling out left, tosses it, touchdown Eagles.
On an island by himself, uncovered. Slips through.
Excellent work by McKinich, as he got away from the pressure, rolled up, rolled to his left, tossed it to a wide-open Radzinski. And these Eagles, woohoo, they have closed the gap, Tommy.
Oh, absolutely. As we talk about with 12 minutes to start the second half, Tiffin Columbian moved it from the 20 down to the other 20. And he's going to get the 2 points. And it's good.
It's good. 2-point conversion, good. Now it is Tiffin 33, Bishop Watterson 30.
And it's a ball game now. And he's going to get the 2 points.
This just got interesting. We mentioned at halftime, Bishop Watterson is a third-quarter team, and so far in the third quarter, it has been all Bishop Watterson.
Yeah, you mentioned that, Dom, and I had thought to myself, well, how many points can they really put up when they only had one possession in this quarter? But then they got that interception there and gave themselves a second possession to end this third quarter.
Absolutely. And
points off turnovers. That's what happens when you got games that are this tightly contested, games that you're playing this close to the vest. You cannot allow points off turnovers to be the deciding factor, especially when you had such a huge lead, a 25-point lead at one point, able to close the gap with 2 scores. Another score where Tiffin Columbian was able to extend the lead. Then we talked about before we went to the half, Tiffin Columbian with 1:23 able to drive down to where you almost thought this one was starting to get out of reach, but a hiccup.
And you talk about points on turnovers.
Look at
Tiffin
that kick.
Tiffin was the team that got the points off of turnovers in the first half, and they put up a lot of points. Now it's Bishop Watterson getting the points off turnovers here in the second half, and it is a super tight game as that football goes out of the back of the end zone. And the Tiffin Columbian football team coming back out onto the field, and now's the time, Tommy. They need to respond in a big way because this game is a real game.
Again, as we always talk about, you try to play to win, not to lose. Tiffin Columbian came out in that second half, running the ball, able to get a nice drive put together, was killing the clock, but in an instant, Bishop Watterson's high-powered offense has really found success in the passing game and closing the gap in this one.
And the big change was the quarterback, McKinich. So here we go. It's going to be Brockington who gets stopped at the line of scrimmage for a short gain as he's able to pick up something. That'll bring up 2nd and long for Tiffin.
I do see that we have a final from Gibsonburg Calvert with 44-14. Gibsonburg just poured it on there in the second half.
Speaking of pouring it on here, that's the end of the third quarter as Watterson has poured it on and made this a tight contest. Tiffin has a narrow lead, 33-30 here in Tiffin, Ohio. You're listening to Heart of Ohio Sports. Let's take a short break and come back for the best quarter. That's the fourth quarter. Hey, this is Dominic Helmstetter, and you are watching high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
In 30 seconds. Welcome back to Tiffin Frost Countdown Stadium. We were just talking. The Eagles put up 15 points in 30 seconds, and now we got to turn our attention to Tiffin as the Tornadoes try to pick up some yards, pick up some points. They got to respond. 3rd and 6 from the 25-yard line here. Fourth quarter from Frost Countdown Stadium.
Man, they started the second half with a 2-score lead and the ball.
Now it's a 3-point lead, and Rogo rolling out to his left, short of the first down marker as he's drugged to the ground. That'll bring up 4th and short for Tiffin.
I love Rogo because of that tall frame. He's starting to fill out more very Jared Allen-esque, Josh Allen-esque when he decides to tuck and run, make that decision.
No stiff arm here. Did you see that one last night?
I was just going to say, does he have a stiff arm like Allen
Oh,
does?
boy. If he did, he would have got that first down. As it stands, the punt team might be coming out. As I don't know if Judd Lutz is willing to risk it. Yep.
Normally you get the favorable spotting at home.
Not tonight.
It's not been that way for Columbian.
So 4th and 1 from the 29-yard line as Tiffin is forced to punt the ball away. And it's a doozy here as they're able to punt it, and it's still rolling.
Takes
25.
a nice
Whoa, there you go. Talk about flipping the script. Still going down near the 20-yard line. Excellent punt. Excellent way to flip field position on the Eagles as Tiffin got the special teams play that they needed at the particular moment that they needed it.
Yeah, you get to flip the field here, and then with that, you can call upon your defense to get a huge stop, continue this clock to wind down. You got a 3-point lead, and at the end of the day, it don't matter if you win by a million or all you got to do is win by 1.
Win's a win. That's all that matters here. And if you're Tiffin, you want to hold on to that 3-point lead and maintain your lead. So
one of the reasons why you flip the field here, get that defense out there and put some trust in them. And
take a look at that D-line. They've been able to pressure the Eagles, and this time it's going to be number 24, Zach Weber, who slashes. Flag on the field. Late flag on the field here, and Tiffin defender, number 69. That's going to be Fortney putting his hands up in the air, so he may be the guilty party.
That was a nice bait and hook by Watterson as they kind of had the delayed handoff, baited the defenders to come up.
69 on the defense.
Yep.
15-yard penalty. First down.
100.
Yeah. Maximus Fortney.
15-yard penalty.
Big
and
one.
A fresh set of
Ouch.
downs. Wow.
That hurts. So another penalty for Tiffin. Their 6th penalty of the evening. Their 2nd of the half. So not the right way to start things. So it'll now be 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line as McKinich, looking. He's got his man, number 22. And Tommy Haley is going to be drugged down after pitch and catch. And he picks up positive yardage for the Eagles as they cross midfield.
Yeah, Keyshawn Seitz on a tremendous stop there. That's what's so difficult is you send the dogs after him. You got the secondary playing deep, and then they're forced to step up when you send the dogs, and you got to be able to defend that middle there.
And they had the delayed run on the previous play, and then McKinich took an extra 3 steps back, which gave him the time to pick up the yard. So here we go. McKinich, it's going to be Trout who picks it up, works his way forward, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds right around that first down marker.
But, yeah, he's going to have enough for it.
Yep, first down Eagles as the chain gang getting in some more steps. We're now at 9:22 remaining in tonight's football game, and the Eagles have crossed midfield, and they're making this a very interesting game as Tiffin is holding on to a 3-point lead.
Well, one more time, if they're able to move the chain one more times, they're able to get in field goal range. We saw that they have a kicker that's got a leg that could potentially get this one knotted up on a 4th down situation.
Pre-game, he was knocking down 40-yarders, so you know it can happen. So here we go.
And he's met.
And it's going to be 24, Zach Weber, who's knocked out of bounds. Short gain on the play. He was knocking down 40-yarders, so you know it can happen. So here we go. And it's going to be 24.
So he's actually going to lose about half a yard
on that pitch and catch. So 2nd and long for Bishop Watterson.
And as this one rolls on, I mean, you got to believe in 2nd and 11, depending on how this one plays out here, this is starting to become 4-down territory as well.
And you've got to think field goal range is about 10 yards from here.
They're able to convert on 4th down twice on their last scoring drive.
Absolutely. Quite a few.
Rolling out.
McKinich rolling, tossing, got his man. It's going to be Redzinski, who's pushed out of bounds right around the first down marker.
That's going to be close. That's like about a pickup of 10, 9, so.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down marker. Another huge gain. You talk about their ability to convert, And that's the type of play that puts you in prime position. Now it's 3rd and short for the Eagles. And you open up the playbook, and you can do a lot of different things here just to get the first down. And we're talking, hey, field goal range, that's right around where you're at right now. So 3rd down for Bishop Watterson as they got the power package in. And it's going to be Weber right up the middle, first down and more.
Off to the races.
It could be, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. A 34-yard score for your Eagles as they take the first lead of the evening.
Weber
right up the middle,
oh,
mama.
Look here.
It could
Weber
be, and he's going to
drills
go
the
in for the
defense
touchdown.
on his way to a
34
touchdown scamper to now put Watterson on top, 36-33. See, penning the extra point where this one ends up.
Wow, a 34-yard touchdown scamper as he broke multiple tackles, and he's given Bishop Watterson their first lead of the evening. And let's see if the PAT can extend it. It is up. It is good. It is now 36. That's right, 36-33. Bishop Watterson takes the lead.
37-33 now.
Sorry,
Watterson gets the
37.
extra
Yeah.
point there.
Woo-hoo.
And that's the thing now is Columbian has to get in the end zone. No field goal is going to do it here.
Wow. 34-yard TD run for the Eagles. With the PAT, it is now a 4-point game, taking field goal off the option list for Judd Lutz. They have to score a touchdown. The Tornado coaches are pumped up in the back, yelling into the microphones, urging their players, urging their kids to respond. Let's go, let's go.
Well, you got to get a response out. 22 unanswered here.
Oof. 8:26 left in tonight's football game, and Tiffin, a little adversity here in the second half.
Well, here in Northwest Ohio, as we know, everything's earned, nothing's given here at the high school football level. Tiffin Columbian now on senior night after having a commanding lead during the first half has now actually lost that lead.
Look at that kick.
Holy.
Wow.
Jeez.
He just
I think
kicked
that
it.
one landed in a two.
Wow. Rudy Kessinger, the Eagles kicker, just put it in the back of the end zone without breaking a sweat, Tommy. Whew. You said it, Tommy. He was kicking some long field goals in pregame, and I think he got a taste of what he's capable of. Oh, what a weapon to have, though, on special teams. Wow. The Eagles, 37-33, got that 4-point lead after punching it in from 34 yards out.
And even if you get the touchdown, that extra point here, that lead's not even safe because then you got to make sure that you keep the Eagles from getting in within field goal range as well.
And Tiffin's already missed 2 PATs tonight, so that's also something to consider. Here we go, first and 10.
They got to make some room to make up here.
Yeah, got to put yourself in position. Rogo going deep. He's got his man Gooding. Gooding
comes up with it.
And there he is. There's a response for you, ladies and gentlemen. Gooding with a huge catch as he's struck down at the 40-yard line.
Rogo from downtown.
He's got his man Gooding.
Huge reception. Now the Tornadoes take it down.
What a
to the
bomb.
40-yard line.
Here you go. And it's going to be Brockington.
Turns it up, finds the edge.
He picks up 10 more yards. Another first down for Tiffin, and wow, we are moving now, Tommy.
Thank you awoken a sleeping giant there as that beast is unleashed.
Just when the Eagles thought things were looking good, here comes the Tiffin offense. Brockington again, and a man possessed as he plows his way forward for a couple more yards. And this Tiffin offense is coming alive, Tommy.
Yeah, you can't afford to let this drive stall out. Answer back, especially after the 22 unanswered. Gets you back in the driver's seat, gets you back in the lead, most importantly.
Those Tiffin coaches, they knew something that we didn't because they had a bag full of tricks in their sleeve. Here we go.
Rogo just got to tuck in and go.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds after picking up a few more yards. And that's going to bring up third and manageable for the Tornadoes.
I love how Rogo,
likes to turn it up. You think he's going to
Yep.
take the inside route, but then he just kind of goes and teeters along the sideline, almost hoping to get cleaned up to get those extra yards.
He's a dual threat quarterback. He could pass it or run it, and you're seeing the wheels on Rogo.
And look at this.
3rd and 5 from the 26. Hard count, trying to get the defense to get off sides there, as we've had several penalties tonight.
2 on the hip.
Get a look at what the defense is bringing there, too.
Absolutely. 3rd and 5. Here we go. Rogo rolling to his left. He's got some pressure. He throws it up. Oh, dangerous pass. Knocked incomplete. And Rogo got lucky as 2 defenders got their hands on it. And, ooh, that's a dangerous throw if you're Tiffin. You don't want to give the ball back to the Eagles when they already have a 4-point lead. 4th and 5 for the Tornadoes. And here is a huge 4th down conversion. We've seen the Eagles convert time after time. Let's see if Tiffin can now convert when it's their chance.
TCs, they've had the time, they've had the protection, but they've been slow getting the ball out.
Here we go. Rogo rolling to his right. He's running all the way. He's got it. That should be enough for the first down as Rogo rolls past the 20-yard line. First down, Tiffin. Huge run for Braden Rogo. Here we go. Rogo rolling to his right. He's running all the way. He's got it. That should be enough for the first down as Rogo rolls past the 20. Yeah,
literally to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, got past one defender. And you're right, keeping the drive alive. And here we go. Rogo rolling to his left, and he just throws it away as he had a lot of pressure.
That might be intentional grounding.
I don't see any flag, and the Eagles coach is livid. He did not like that at all, that no call. So 2nd and 10 for Tiffin.
I thought I saw a receiver in there. Maybe my eyes are fooling me, but
no, I was thinking the same thing, Greg. He just kind of tossed it away.
I think he went to throw it and then second guessed himself.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it was tipped.
He had a guy teetering around the sideline, but
no. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Rogo gives it off. Flag on the field.
Flag as well.
And it's going to be number 5, Jack Newlove, who rolls around the corner just short of the first down marker. And let's see who the flag is on this time. It's going to be on Tiffin. It's coming back. That's their 3rd penalty of the half, their 7th of the evening, Tommy. Ouch.
Penalties and turnovers have allowed the Eagles to hang around and establish this second half overtake of the Tornadoes. As we talked about, the Bishop Watterson Eagles coming into tonight 3-0.
Yep.
Proving that reason why, as they're a battle-tested team. They'll play you straight up for 48 minutes.
You got it. Here we go, 2nd and 15 after the penalty on the field. So Tiffin gets a redo from the 21-yard line. Rogo looking to pass, got pressure, tosses it out. He's got Brockington. He kind of slips, falls down, knocked down now. Short gain on the play, not what they wanted, but that'll bring up another long down and distance for the Tornadoes. 3rd and long.
About 3rd and 5. Definitely a lot better than 3rd and forever.
Or where he would have been down if he would have flipped all the way.
Absolutely. 3rd and 6 is the official spot here. They're down to, it looks like, the 12-yard line. Rogo rolling to his right, looking deep. Incomplete to Newlove, the intended receiver.
Bullet whizzing.
4th down.
Right by.
Yeah, Rogo was able to convert on the last 4th down by scrambling. Let's see what Tiffin decides to do here on a slightly longer 4th and 6.
I think you run a slant here. You just seen the Eagles bring big personnel in. They know that they're going to be receptive to that option keeper that Rogo's going to try to implement. But if you can just get a guy up in quick open space, just dump it off.
Keep an eye on Rogo to the right. Looking right up the middle. Newlove. That's Gooding. Brady Gooding, touchdown, Tiffin, as they reclaim the lead to tonight's football game.
Just like we talked about, they bring in the bigs. You're forced into a throwing situation.
Keep an eye on Rogo to the right.
Looks, has the time to throw it, finds Gooding in the end zone, finds the open space in the coverage.
Right over the middle.
Tiffin Columbian now, they were sweating bullets there with 5:57 remaining here in the 4th quarter, down 4 points, have now been able to take back the lead.
Big extra point here, guys.
And
Absolutely.
Tommy, you called it slant. That was the call for the touchdown pass. PAT is up, and it is good.
Nice. Big extra point there.
There you have it, the extra point that they needed, and it is now 40-37. The Tornadoes have reclaimed the lead.
Well, here on senior night, again, this is the type of game that tests your mettle. This is one of those games where, again, the defense, you're pinning your ears back. You haven't been able to get the quarterback all night. The Eagles have just been able to expose you here in the second half, and that drives on you. That wears on you as a defender. Trust me, I've grabbed so many pieces of jersey in my day that just elude you. Here are 5:57 left. You take over the lead. It's time to close this one out if you're the Tornadoes defensively.
And Bishop Watterson, they've got their hands team scattered around the 50-yard line. They don't want any funny business from Tiffin here, so they're playing it safe.
That's just insulting to the special teams.
Playing it safe. 3-point game. Remember, special teams still looms large here as they've got the big leg of number 2, Rudy Kessinger, that could factor into tonight's contest. So short kick, and it's going to be 21. Andrew O'Connor, who brings it up to the 34-yard line, positive field position, and the Eagles, they get a chance to respond.
Return teams kick to the left. A return, they tried to turn it up to the right, but again, TC's pursuit able to cover that area to where that defender had nowhere to go. But I tell you what, man, he was close to finding that other side of the field.
Boy,
there.
we have had a phenomenal football game tonight. The Eagles have picked off Tiffin twice in the third quarter, responded with 2 touchdowns off of turnovers, and now you've got the Eagles and Tornadoes just exchanging touchdowns here in the fourth quarter.
Exchanging touchdowns. You're finding that on the X Stream here on YouTube, Heart of Ohio Sports. Man.
This is a doozy. Here we go. The Eagles going deep for the jugular. Incomplete flag on the field. Oh, my goodness.
Defender did not turn his head.
That could
be trying to keep up with the coverage. Take a look at that. It's not a spot foul.
Penalties have been an issue for Tiffin tonight. The Eagles. Let's check the replay here. For the jugular. Oh boy. Incomplete flag. Man, that is a huge penalty call here in the fourth quarter with such a tight football game.
In front of it.
Yeah.
Got his hands up.
The officials are huddling, talking this over, making sure they got the call right.
There are more than one flag because I see one down here by the 30 as well.
Pass interference on the defense. And an ineligible
offsets.
Offsetting penalties.
Connor, how's the crowd like that one?
Man.
They're in favor in that one.
Wow.
I noticed the second flag.
Man, what a huge swing right there.
You talk about taking this one down to the wire. It's going to come down to who's going to make the least mistakes here in the final 5:54.
Man, at first it looked like the Eagles were going to capitalize on the penalty, and then wouldn't you know it, they also had a penalty. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs from the 34-yard line.
Right back down into his face. At number 69, the big hog molly. Fortney gets those big mitts up. 6'1".
See it again.
Tommy's getting excited up here.
Fortney breaks on through to the other side. Puts the mitts up. Number 69, bats it right back into the defender. They're saying if they're not able to get to the quarterback,
hog heaven for Tommy here.
You just put those arms up.
Get that big paw in the air and knocking it down. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles here from the 34. Here we go.
Roll out.
McKinnich rolling.
Oh, the pressure's coming.
He's got pressure. He's looking to pass it. He's got his man, though.
Wow.
Woo! Did he catch it?
Came back
He did not hold on to it.
No, it's dropped.
Incomplete. He could not hold on to it.
Let's see it.
Radzinski unable to hold on to it.
Wow.
Oh, he doesn't get the set. He doesn't get his footing established. He doesn't hold on to it.
Incomplete. 3rd and long for the Eagles.
And this is 3rd and forever if you're the Eagles as you scraped, you clawed your way back into this one. You put 22 unanswered on the Tornadoes. You can't go away softly into that quiet night.
We've got a 3-point football game, and look at the players. Look at Tiffin. They want some noise. 3rd and long, and there's the bell.
Listen to that crowd, guys.
They're into it. McKinich passes. Incomplete.
I can't believe that.
Radzinski wasn't even looking for it.
Yep, miscommunication between the QB and his receiver. Radzinski turns back too late
Ouch.
for it.
They have to punt it.
Yeah.
Too much time on the clock, Tommy. 5:26.
I mean,
You cannot give it back to Tiffin this close.
Minus that brief amount of life that Tiffin Columbian used to get back in there, take over after that 4-point deficit they were facing. You got to have all the confidence in the world in your defense to get a stop here, to give you a chance to get the ball here.
Big difference. Now, watch out for the trickery.
Rudy Kessinger. I don't know if they're going to be trying to do any trickery-dickery-dock with Kessinger.
Kicking it to the tuba again?
Yeah, his kickoff, he booted it into the back of the end zone, so he's got a leg on him.
We'll see.
We'll see indeed here as Tiffin, great stop for their defense.
Zach Weber, the direct back.
All right, that punt is up, a high-hanging punt.
Get away from it. Poison.
And that's right.
And there's a flag
Eagles are going to stop it at the 35-yard line. And
Connor, what'd you see? What was the flag on?
yeah, flag on the field right around the end of the ball.
I am not sure.
First down and 10.
So the ball was stopped at the 35. The flag rests at the 40-yard line.
It's like Colombian players are clapping it up over here, so.
Yeah, the Colombian players very excited. So this could give them a little extra field position here.
Personal foul, 19. 15 yards penalty. First down.
I mean, the kicking team?
Foul.
Yeah,
It's not good for Columbian.
that's on Colombian. It's going to push them back.
Wow.
So another Colombian penalty. Second penalty of the fourth quarter. Fourth Colombian penalty of the half. Eighth penalty of the night.
If you can keep converting here, is it really the worst thing to have a long field with 5 minutes left?
You just need to burn the clock, right?
Exactly.
That's all you care about.
Well, you were able to
But
burn.
you have to convert.
Yeah.
You were able to burn 4 minutes off of Columbian's longest drive here tonight to start the second half.
They're moving it this way.
Take that back. It
it
must
was
have
on
been
the
on
kicking team.
on the kicking team. Okay.
Refs
Yeah.
get
So
confused sometimes.
there you go.
Oh, nonetheless, Columbian starts this drive from the 50, 5:14 remaining. Rogo in the gun with Rockington on his hip.
Right up the middle, just puts his shoulder down, drugged to the ground.
About 1 or 2 on that.
Yeah, short gain for Damian Brockington. We're now right around the 5-minute marker in the fourth quarter here from Frost Cownall Stadium. And if you're just joining us, coming over from the A Stream, we've got one heck of a matchup brewing here in Tiffin, Ohio. It is Tiffin 40, Bishop Watterson 37. And the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes just got the ball back. They're right at midfield, and they're looking to burn the clock. Now, something to keep an eye on. Both sides have 3 timeouts, so that could factor in as we continue to watch that clock drop. As Tiffin is in no rush, giving it to Brockington. Why not? Right up the middle. He's going to be pushed down, but picks up a few more yards.
And what an exciting one this has been. As the crowd's coming alive, it's electric here. I can imagine the atmosphere over at Benchwarmers as Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery now featuring live streaming Heart of Ohio Sports broadcast. Stop down to Benchwarmers or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, fresh locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call, 567-268-9268, and place your delivery order now as you're watching the conclusion of this tremendous one. 3:35 remaining. Tiffin on top, 40-37.
There we go, Brockington.
Reverse again.
Tosses it to Gooding. Gooding going to be tackled at the 45-yard line. Talking about bench warmers, nobody's sitting on the benches here in Tiffin, Ohio, as fourth down comes up for Tiffin, and they are clinging to a 3-point lead. And fourth down territory, I think. They want to burn the clock. I think that's the goal, as we've got our first timeout of the half here on the field. So they're going to think this one over, and they were able to convert 2 fourth down plays in the last drive that gave them some points. So let's see if they can keep it going, Tommy.
Absolutely, Dom. And we want to keep it going for our sponsors that help bring high school football to you right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We want to thank Rogers Flowers, TPC Food Service, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, MST Sauce Company, Phillips Electric, Scarrat Mexican Restaurant, First National Bank of Sycamore, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, TJ Willie's Fine Foods, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Reno's Pizza and Pasta, Sarah Risen, Century 21, Bolte and Tiffin, Embroidery and Crafts by Busa, Buckeye IT, Linda S. Wrestler Accounting, Culligan Water, 5-Star Maintenance, Champs Barbershop, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, and the Advertiser Tribune, all proud community-minded sponsors bringing you Heart of Ohio sports football right here in your local backyard as Tiffin clinging on to this 40-37 lead over Watterson.
So Tiffin's coming out of a timeout. Try to think about their fourth down options here. As we mentioned, they've already converted 2 fourth downs this half, and they're hoping to get a third fourth down conversion on this drive, as it looks like they may just kick it deep. Yep, that's what they're going to do.
Rugby-style kick.
And
right
it's going to bounce out of bounds right around the 27-yard line, so they're going to bury the Eagles just a little bit more. And Bishop Watterson, they've got 3 minutes and 20 seconds to try to put some points up and get the lead back.
Defensively, you're looking for a stop. You're not looking for a drive to, keep them from scoring on you to end the game. You want to get a quick stop here as well. That way you can't allow this Bishop squad to get within field goal range and be able to knock this one up.
Two people to keep an eye on here, ladies and gentlemen. Number 8, Ryan Rudzinski, and number 27, Brandon Trout. Those are the big-time receivers so far tonight. Of course,
hand it off, and he's going to be gobbled up.
Weber has not had a good night at all, as the Tiffin defense has teed off on him, and they stuff him for a loss on the play. Trying to catch him off guard, no good. That's going to bring up 2nd and long for the Eagles.
No mercy on Mercer in the backfield as the Columbian defense swallows him up as this one continues to drive on. 2:53, the clock rolling.
Bishop Watterson pushed back to the 21-yard line now on 2nd down, so here we go.
That rollout pass once again.
Rolling, throwing. Trout, the intended receiver, no good. Looks like he may have had another guy open.
All the way downfield,
yeah.
too.
He's just got to extend the play a little bit, look down the field. I think Tommy Haley was wide open down the field, just hoping to get a pass.
Scary. Oof. Great, tremendous job by Columbian on dialing up the pressure to make the quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. Turn up the heat on another dancing chicken.
3rd and long for Bishop Watterson. And their undefeated season is on the line as they need to convert and keep this drive alive, as they are down 3 points with only 2:42 remaining in tonight's football game. McKinnich dancing, throws it up. It's for anybody. It's out of bounds, no good. And I don't think Rudzinski meant anything by it, but he certainly put a hit on Brockington. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down, forcing Bishop Watterson to punt the ball back to Tiffin Columbian.
I mean, I've never hit anybody I didn't mean.
Oh, boy. That was a wounded duck throw right there, Tommy.
Yeah, what a way for Tiffin Columbian, again, defensively to respond, not get off kilter, just continue to pursue, continue to go where the ball is, and the quarterback in an uncomfortable situation.
Defensive line coming up huge just when you need it. So here we go, Eagles.
Look at that
punt.
bounce.
What a bounce. Cross midfield down to the 40, 35. It looks like it's going to settle right around the 34-yard line. Huge bounce for Bishop Watterson. And now Bishop Watterson's defense, they've got a job to do. They need a big-time stop because there's only 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in tonight's football game.
And this is one of those drives where you just kind of try to turn up a few yards and then force yourself into a 3-and-out situation where you're punting from back behind your 34-yard line. You got to continue to try to move the ball here and at least get into there's no comfortable spot on the field with the type of lead. But
and Bishop Watterson, they've only got 2 timeouts remaining. They burned one last time down the field, so that's something that could factor in here with the clock winding down.
This tightly contested, you can't leave no room for breathing room, no margin for error.
Brockington takes the pitch, hit behind the line of scrimmage, but powers his way forward for a short gain.
Rudzinski had him dead to rights in the backfield, but Brockington able to bulldoze ahead for more. And that's what you need deep in the fourth quarter. Not so much enough, but more.
Absolutely. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 5 from the 39-yard line. Tiffin taking their time. We're now down to 1 minute and 50 seconds. 1 minute and 49 seconds remaining in tonight's football game. Tiffin clinging to a 3-point lead here at Frost Cownell Stadium, as Tiffin is hoping to extend their winning streak this season to 3, and they can see it. They can smell it right now. Brockington, their bell cow, flag on the field. Brockington going to be drugged down just shy of the first down marker. Flag comes from the opposite side of the field, and penalties have played a huge role in tonight's contest, so let's see who gets this one.
Because if that's on Columbian, you also lose that down.
And it's on Columbian. False start, Tiffin, so that'll push them back just a little bit more. And, wow, that's another big one.
Yeah, more yards to make up, and the clock stops.
8th penalty of the night for Tiffin Columbian. 2nd penalty of the 4th quarter on the Tornadoes. 1:29 left in the football game tonight. The Tornadoes have a 3-point lead. 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line after they got pushed back.
Oh, they're trying to make a decision.
Yeah, I think
and it looks like the Eagles coach is asking for some clarification on the far sideline, as he's got 2 officials huddled next to him.
Because it's 3rd down if they don't accept the penalty, correct? And then it's
that's got to be the conversation. Spot on there, Greg, as they're trying to figure out what's in the best interest for the Eagles to get the football back as quickly as possible.
And so if they decline here, if it's a 3rd and 2, and they still lose the down and the time.
5 yards from the previous spot. 2nd down.
So they're going to push them back.
The clock will start on the snap.
Oh, man.
Clock will start
So
on the
clock
snap.
starts on the snap. Maybe that was part of the negotiation over there. As 1:29, that's it. 1:29 left in tonight's game. So another penalty that's going to push Tiffin back just a little bit. 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Clock will not start until they snap the football. That's a huge factor for the Eagles, as they need to football back. Brockington hit behind the line of scrimmage, powers his way forward, stopped short.
Take a timeout.
Timeout Eagles. That'll leave them with 1 timeout left, and it's going to be 3rd and long for the Tornadoes. Oof. All right, Tommy, talk to me here. Talk strategy. So you've got 1 timeout if you're the Eagles. We know Tiffin's just going to run the football, run the clock. So do you burn that final timeout immediately, or do you just let the play clock run and try to get the ball back? Save it for your offense.
3rd and 10, minute and 24 with the ball in your court, and a difficult decision to make. I almost try to run my offense. Try to maybe check it down to a guy, see if he can make up or make something happen out in open space to get you those yards to convert. Because if you're able to convert those chains, it's pretty much a said and done story. If you run it here, again, you might be able to manage 3 or 4 yards, but again, Watterson's going to call the timeout, force you into the punt.
Okay, there you go.
Make you punt it, and then they're going to get the ball probably around the 20-25 with a minute and 20 left to make something happen with a timeout left in their back pocket. So, I mean, it's...
And we know they can cook.
So we'll see here what Judd Lutz
there we go, 3rd and 10.
Has faith in this offense or not.
Big 3rd and 10. Rogo pitches it, low pitch to Brockington. He just holds on to the football. They're going to lose a lot of yardage here. Man, you can't help but think that if Rogo would have got a better pitch off, maybe they could have salvaged something. As you called, Tommy, timeout for the Eagles here. So that's going to bring up 4th and long for Tiffin, and Bishop Watterson will get one more chance. One more chance tonight, and if you love football, that's all you want is one more chance here to keep your season alive.
Football, that's one thing you don't want to allow is one more chance.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that was your ticket right there. That was what you decided to go with, the pitch out there. there's just
that Watterson has 0 timeouts.
Yep, 0 timeouts for Watterson. So you were talking, Tommy, some quick hitches here. Keep the ball on the sideline. You know that is Tiffin. They need to stop it. So keep it on the sideline. It's going to be interesting to see how they operate here.
You got to watch for that deep pass again, too,
Yeah.
like they tried earlier.
They've had them open.
That pass interference call, it really help any team out with that.
yeah, they like to do that rollout where Radzinski comes
Yeah.
up to the other side of the field.
You got it.
Man get downfield.
Almost like on a deep post.
And, of course, the Tiffin defense, they've been able to push the pocket quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, so that could factor into the play calling. Here we go. Punt. Oh, just nearly knocked away by the Eagles. They're going to pick it up at the 32. He's going to wiggle his way, going to be drugged down at the 32. And the Eagles, that's where their offense is going to get the football. Wow, that was a close one there on the punt.
That didn't surprise me at all. That's what I was just thinking right before they snapped that one. I said, are they going to come after this one?
1 minute, 7 seconds. That's all the Eagles get. No going back, no timeouts here. And this is for the game. This drive right here, that's the defining moment.
I think on first down, you try to run a little bit of like RPO. See if you can get your guy rolling, get him moving to at least give you a second and manageable.
And Mercer has not been very successful running the ball, so maybe stay away from him.
and again, like we talked about, guys, the kicker for this team.
Very well. 3 points, that's all you need.
Yep, we could be going
excellent
overtime.
point.
Keep the Eagles from midfield here.
So the 35-yard line is your marker for the field goal. Here we go. Radzinski catches it out of bounds at the 40-yard line, so second and short for the Eagles. As we kind of said, they're going to stick to the sidelines. Yep. Quick hitch stuff here. So they've got they've got at least, they've got to go 25 more yards to at least give their kicker a chance if they want to consider that here. 1:02 left in tonight's football game. Second and short for the Eagles. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. McKinich, another quick pitch. Trout unable to hold on to it. Incomplete. Yeah, Trout dropped it. So Trout and Radzinski, your go-to receivers. Radzinski catches it, another quick pitch, and Trout does not catch it here on this last
sideline
one.
there as he takes it out of bounds.
And I don't know if he would have got a first down on that anyways. It was awful close, but when you hear that bell, you know what it is. And you hear the Tiffin crowd coming alive at Frost Cownell Stadium. They know this
is a money down
moment. 3rd and 4 from the 40. McKinich tossing it. Oh!
A chance at it.
Tipped twice. Almost intercepted by the Tiffin defense. And it is now 4th down and 4. Last chance for Bishop Watterson. Oh, that was close. Heartbreaking. Oh. And I wish we could get, there we go. Look at the crowd. Connor's got eyes on the crowd, and they know what it is. 4th quarter, 4th down, game on the line, and it's defense time.
I mean, it's cliche, but you know that whole old saying about offense scores points and defense wins championships.
Hey,
here's your chance.
Here you go. McKinich, high snap, avoids a defender. He just needs that first down. He throws it. His man's got it. He's got it, number 22, Tommy Haley.
And they rush up to the line.
They're running 46 seconds, and they got to make it quick.
Yeah, you don't have to wait on the defense.
They're going to spike it, stop the clock, so it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 46-yard line as the Eagles cross the midfield line. 44 seconds left in tonight's game. Huge conversion, and they are perfect on 4th down tonight. Wow.
Well, they'll try to get themselves some wiggle room here.
Absolutely.
Take this 2nd down, see if they can get some yardage on a pitch and catch.
Yeah, no timeouts for the Eagles.
Trot your kicker out there for some last-second heroics.
They're about 15 yards away from field goal range, so they still have some yards to pick up. 2nd and 10. Here we go. McKinich tosses it screen. He's got his man, 15, Charlie Bernatos. He's going to be drug out of bounds around the 35-yard line. Should be a first down for the Eagles. They're in field goal range. First down. This is going to be close. Wow.
And he was pushed out of bounds.
He was.
So he's out of bounds.
Yep, he's pushed out of bounds, so the clock will stop at 36 seconds. Well within the leg range of Rudy Kassinger. He was hitting those in pregame. We were we were impressed.
What did you see him hitting from in pregame?
Right around this distance.
Oh.
He tried a few 40-yard field goals, and it was right around the bar. So
right there's a 45 right
it's close. So here we go. McKinich stepping up in the pocket. He's going to toss it across his body. He's got number 22, Haley again. He's going to be pushed.
He's in bounds.
He's still in. They need to get up on the line. First down, though, which will stop the clock momentarily.
So the chains get set. There you go.
Haley, the receiver here.
26 seconds remaining in the football game.
Number 22, Haley again.
And Bishop Watterson is now
He's brought the ball down to the 18-yard line. I take that. Yeah, no, the 17-yard line. And they're pushing it.
Why is the clock not running?
First down will stop the clock here, at least momentarily. 26 seconds left.
I thought it was just till the chains were set, but okay.
It's fourth down,
Maybe
or fourth quarter, so I don't know. He could have got out of bounds. Didn't look like it. First and 10 from the 17. McKinich looking to pass, steps up. He's got pressure. Looking in the end zone. Ridzinski, the intended receiver.
I think they just got tied up.
No call.
Yeah.
They're going to let the kids decide it on the field. No call, good call. Ridzinski unable to reel it in. Excellent play by the Tiffin defense as they were in the right spot to prevent that one. It was number 23, Damian Brockington, showing up again on defense.
Now Tiffin's going to take a timeout.
Tiffin takes their first timeout of the half as it's 2nd and 10 from the 17-yard line. A touchdown gives you the lead for Bishop Watterson, but they are clearly in field goal range, and a field goal will tie it up.
I'll tell you what, I've watched this game way too long. This is one of those situations where, again, you open up your playbook, you found those scoring plays where you kind of do that rollout situation. In a lot of those instances, you got the guy on the far side of the field you can throw to. That's usually your first go. That might work. Second time around, you try to run that. You get the guy on the inside route. On the third time you try that, you turn it up and you run.
There you go.
So here's
Hi there, folks. Greg Ken here, and you're locked in to high school football right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
Be sure to give us a like, follow, and subscribe to Heart of Ohio Sports on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter.
And then Bishop Watterson went on a run. They got a 1-yard TD run on an 80-yard drive. They picked off Tiffin Columbian for a second time in the quarter, picked up a second touchdown with a 2-point conversion, and narrowed that lead to 3 points. And then the fourth quarter was one to remember. Bishop Watterson, they struck first, got a 34-yard TD run that gave them the lead for the first time this evening. And then Tiffin Columbian, they came back, marched down the field, picked up an 11-yard TD catch with 5 minutes remaining in the game, took the lead back, and then it was back and forth for 5 minutes with the final play of the game, Tiffin defense picking off a fluttering pass from Bishop Watterson. And that's all we have for you here in Tiffin, Ohio, as the Tornadoes come away with a 40-37 victory. And now they are 3-1. They have a 3-game winning streak, Tommy.
Yeah, and that definitely helps going into this meat grinder of a SBC conference, as you still got Bellevue ahead of you, Clyde, Perkins,
right.
Some of the perennials. So some of those games that you may have a bump in the road, your season's not lost, especially if you don't take one of these early losses in the non-conference, which I always say you want to take your lumps early, but with this cutthroat SBC conference, you can't afford them losses. You can Tiffin Columbian, they wanted that litmus test in week 1 against Fremont Ross. They kind of found where they were in the lay of the land. And I always say you learn more from a loss than you ever do a win. And over the next couple of weeks, Tiffin Columbian has definitely been able to round the corner, but little miscues, mental miscues, penalties, stuff that you got to continuously clean up.
Absolutely.
And that's one of those things you can't be doing as you round the midpoint of the season.
And I think that's a huge point there. They had 8 penalties tonight. That's something they absolutely need to clean up heading into league play. And these are non-conference games, so you don't lose any ground really in the standings. But Perkins, they see them at the end of the season. We'll have that right here on the Extreme of Heart of Ohio Sports.
That very well could be the SBC championship
you got it.
game.
That absolutely could. So, where do you go from here, Tommy? I mean, what can you learn from this tight contest? What does this tell you about the Tiffin football team?
That you got to learn how to play with the lead. I mean, one of those things that we talk about is, not taking your foot off the gas. You got to continue to expand upon your offense. You got to continue to work these drives, get into scoring situations, and not shoot yourself in the foot and allow teams to hang around. Speaking of hanging around, I think
we got our player of the game
I think
here.
Connor has our player, MST Sauce Company player of the game.
Bryce Rogo joining us here on our broadcast. Bryce, hey, you got that game-winning INT. How does that feel, man?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, for the city and, one of our guys going down early in the game, that was for him. So, when he went down, we kind of just realized it was more than just football at that point. So winning that one was huge.
Yeah, that's a great thing to take away, is that there are some things that are bigger than football, and at the same time, sometimes you got to refocus and come together as a group and go out there and accomplish that mission. Definitely were able to accomplish the mission tonight. How did you feel about Watterson hanging around for as many quarters as they did, coming down to the wire when it looked like this one was well in hand at the onset?
Yeah, I mean, we got off to a good start, but they're a good football team. They're a good program, so they battled the way back, and they didn't stop, and either did we. We fought to the very end.
Yeah, you got to play a full 48 minutes.
Absolutely.
And, Bryce, again, we want to thank you for a tremendous performance here tonight, earning our MST Sauce Player of the Game. What are you gonna do with that MST card?
Oh, I'm going to get some Madison Street trunks.
Oh,
there we go. There you have it. There you have
I was
it.
going to say, don't be going anywhere. I got your card for you.
Oh, thank you very much, Bryce. Awesome job tonight. Congratulations to your team, and best of luck next week. I think you start off league play. Are you excited for that?
Next week we're actually at Toledo Waite. So.
Oh, that's right. We got one more week.
That's
okay.
Right.
So good luck next week, and again, great job tonight on the big victory.
All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
There you have it, Bryce Rogo, our MST player of the game tonight. Of course, he came up with a huge game-sealing INT. So, Tommy, what are your final thoughts on the night?
Well, again, as we just talked about or heard from Mr. Rogo there, Tiffin Columbian take this win and continue to look in the rearview mirror and look ahead onto this game against Waite coming up, where Waite, they just came off of a loss to a Cary squad.
Yeah, well, Cary,
they're
Cary
scary. Can pretty much play with anyone.
Yeah.
But, again, Tiffin Columbian can't overlook any opponent. You take it 1 week at a time, and we're going to continue to take it one week at a time as we joined you here on the Extreme.
You got it.
On YouTube, heartofohiosports.com, and we can't thank you enough for joining us on this stream. And do us a favor, spread the message, subscribe to our YouTube page, give us a like, and give us your feedback.
We'll be back next weekend here on the Extreme, and we've got Seneca East taking on Colonel Crawford. Should be a phenomenal local matchup here, so we're very, very excited for that. So again, I'm Dominic Helmstetter, and for the crew here, for Tommy, for Connor, for Greg, for everybody at Heart of Ohio Sports, thank you very much for choosing us and tuning in, and we can't wait to see you again next week.